Hello, hello, my friends. How's it going? It's about that time. Pizza's on the floor. Uh, so, pizza. It's not pizza time. It's Friday. Yeah, it's pizza floor time. Pizza floor time. That's what we're going with. We are back at it, my friends. We're going to be playing Disco Elysium again. I get the feeling that I missed something important because I looked up a little bit of a walkthrough and I'm supposed to be talking to some lady upstairs next to my hotel room. I haven't been able to get in there. And apparently if Gary the crypto fascist goes home, you can't get in there at all after. Okay, we gotta go to sleep. Actually, you know what? Let's go see if we can get into that door. I wonder if she'll open it now. Let's see. What we got? What we got? I wonder if it'll lock off my room if I don't pay the rent. Let's see. Hello?
The door is closed.
Hello?
This door can open. Still nothing. You should punch a fucking hole in it.
No, why would I do that?
The murmur in your ears.
God, pain threshold is just really wants to fuck shit up. Okay, well, I guess we just missed out on that. I don't know what else we would have to do. Well, I guess we'll go to bed and we'll see what happens in the morning. God, this game only takes place over 7 days. To bed we go.
It's getting late.
Yeah. It is getting late. Brain. Brain.
The bed is comforting.
Go to sleep.
The bed underneath you is soft, if lumpy. Waves wash the sand underneath the hut.
That actually
then
sounds
grow
extremely
distant
relaxing.
to your ear. In the
Falling asleep in a beach shack.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes, tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
Great, this is gonna be really chill.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately?
This bastard isn't even listening to you.
Because you know you are a murderer.
Am I?
A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people. And
Okay,
then
so I'm a murderer and
forgets
that's
about it.
bad.
Hear that? He doesn't even flinch.
Iceman.
Iceman doesn't care about killing people. That's nothing to him. Blackwater, under the bridge, is much, much worse than that.
What is it?
Don't tell him, sister. It's too
It's
bad.
too bad. He sounds. This sounds like a really gruff Joker. Like an extremely
They're
gruff
right.
Joker.
This is their function. To keep you from it.
Why are you doing this? I just want to sleep. I can almost see the dark.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures to keep you from the last dream.
The last dream?
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry.
Why does
We
Harry
will
feel
be
like
dormant.
annihilation is his
You will be
fucking
naked and alone.
is his wife? His ex-wife is his annihilation. That's it. I don't want to anymore. I don't want to think either one of those things.
Oh, but you will. You're already going there. Slipping of hell. An ancient sadness, brother. 10,000.
Everything is so okay.
Doesn't sound like it will be okay.
Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window.
Oh, wow. Okay. Hey, thanks for the cheer, Adnan. I appreciate you. Thanks for the bits. Why am I in the chair? I was in the bed. Hey, thanks. Come on, Harry. Harry! Get up, Harry! Okay. Can I redo one
No
of these
mirror
checks?
hangs
No,
on the
they're
wall.
locked. Definitely locked. What? You didn't do what? Sup, Kimbo? Flat. Flat.
Yes?
So, I shaved.
Yes.
I forgot I shaved.
I don't know what to say. Perhaps,
I know. Stunning, right?
I'm really not sure about this turn of events. I may have preferred the mutton chops. They sort of seem to cover up either way. Good on you. You were saying?
I found out what the pail is while you were gone.
Wonderful. What is your takeaway?
I think it's terrifying.
Then I was right to spare you from it, no? Anyway, the pail is no more terrifying than, say, water or death. That we are
Harry's
stuck
just
behind
over
our
here.
eyes for all eternity.
Harry's just over here glitching out. He's going up the stairs but down the stairs.
Excuse me. Large topics are not my forte. You seem stable enough. Keep it.
You seem stable enough. Okay. What do we need to do now? I need 2 signatures for Everett. I need to read a brief look at inframaterialism. What else we got? None of these reset. Holy shit. Oh my god. So many checks. And I can't do any of them. Let's read the inframaterialism book.
The cover of this pocket-sized volume features a swirl of orange, yellow, and green. The title, A Brief Look at Inframaterialism, is set in an authoritative yet approachable serif font. What an interesting color palette. It's vibrant, yet somehow leaves you ever so slightly nauseated.
Oh, no.
On the inside jacket flap, you find a brief summary. What is inframaterialism? A highly theoretical branch of Mazovian communism,
Highly
a collection
theoretical.
of mystical ramblings by a discredited revolutionary, or possibly both? This brief look, TM, introduces
look,
readers
TM.
to one of this century's most fascinating and misunderstood theories in a concise, jargon-free manner.
This feels like kid stuff. Is there no slightly longer glance TM series?
The back of the book contains 4 or 5 pages of primary and secondary sources, but you need access to a university library to find most. In other words, this guide is the only source you're likely to find. You turn to the table of contents. The guide itself is divided into several sections with seemingly esoteric titles like Effects of Plasm on Root Vegetables and Mental Projection and Transference. There's also a brief introduction about the life of Ingus Nielsen.
Effects of plasm on root vegetables. I'm gonna start reading the first chapter. Well, hold on. No, I'll read the introduction on Ignis Nielsen.
Known to his numerous admirers as the evangelist of the revolution, and to his even more numerous enemies as the apocalyptic Shrike, Ingus Nielsen remains one of the most controversial and fascinating figures to emerge in the years of the anti-centennial revolution, second only to Krasnazov.
Damn, so this guy was like the knockoff Karl Marx.
During his unparalleled life, he helped guide a revolution in one country and found a new state in another. Along the way, he committed some of the most notorious war crimes in an era famed for its atrocities.
Oh my god.
And yet, his most fascinating contribution to history may be the most overlooked. His theory of ideological plasm, from which his followers and successors developed the school of communism known as inframaterialism.
I guess I'll start reading the first chapter.
If you're like most people, you probably believe that your thoughts reside in your brain, right?
Yeah.
That's not right at all. Thoughts don't exist in the brain. They float through the air. Your brain is but a fish.
Honestly, I have
swimming
no
through them.
idea where my thoughts come from,
This
bro.
sounds more like a question for a psychiatrist. See also a brief look at psychiatry. But let's stick with Ingus Nielsen a moment. As Mazov's devoted comrade and leading theoretician, Nielsen was responsible for developing much of the intellectual foundation of communism. But his interests and speculations were famously wide-ranging. During his final years in exile, he produced, among other things, an early guide to home brewing, instructions for raising revolutionary children,
Revolutionary
plans
children.
for a universal pictographic language, and a detailed materialist critique of Dolores Day's chess strategy.
But why?
A true man of ideas, equal to any of
The
the
marketplace
great
of
DeLorean
ideas.
polymaths.
What did I get a breakthrough on? Wasteland of Reality? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna quit alcohol, guys. That's my... in real life and in the game.
But one subject he returned to time and time again was the fundamental relationship between thoughts and matter.
Thoughts and matter.
We may yet discover, he wrote in his notebooks, that under certain exceptional circumstances, the proletariat's embrace of historical materialism may be so fervent that their beliefs take form in the world of matter as a kind of revolutionary plasm.
What? You're saying that the more communist people are, that we create a revolutionary goo that, like, where does it come from? Like, we produce a revolutionary plasm. Hold on, can you put that in slightly more basic terms?
Certainly, in essence, Nielsen is arguing that thoughts don't just reside inside the brain, they radiate outward from it. According to this idea, the brain is an ideological transponder, constantly emitting waves of highly politicized energy, which Nielsen called plasm.
What? Political? We have a political power, like our brains transmit politics waves? Communism waves? Okay.
Stay with us a moment longer. What's more, Nielsen speculated that this plasm, when it becomes powerful enough, might begin to influence the material reality surrounding it. Hence the name, inframaterialism.
Ooh, I don't understand if this is a real goo or if it's a metaphor for like social media or something.
Unfortunately, Nielsen passed away before he was able to develop these initial ideas into a full-fledged theory.
And what does it have
That
to do with
work was
communism?
left to subsequent generations of communist theorists. Building on Nielsen's basic insight, these theorists reached a startling conclusion that a sufficiently revolutionary state might begin to exhibit certain extra-physical effects based on the amount of plasm generated by its citizens.
I'm completely lost.
Please, just stick with it. Otherwise, may we recommend a brief look at words and concepts?
What? That's because this is absolute idiocy, not even worth engaging.
No, no, no. There's something here. You can feel it.
Communist goo? I want to make communist goo. All right, let's hear about this extra physical stuff.
Inframaterialists divide the extra physical effects of the revolutionary state by the level of plasm required to achieve.
Okay, so we need to have a sufficient amount of goo to have a revolution.
At the lowest, or first level, revolutionary plasm is believed to stimulate or invigorate matter without altering its essential properties.
Okay, so level 1 communism, you have a little bit of goo, and it starts to stimulate you. You know, stimulates and invigorates your body, without altering who you are as a human. How exactly does the plasm stimulate matter?
To take one example, during the revolutionary period, many communard farmers in Grad reported extraordinary yields of certain root vegetables, most notably turnips.
Okay, the goo will make you will stimulate your plants.
The difference in these yields was simply too great to be accounted for by mere climate or soil conditions. The only reasonable explanation, inframaterialists argue, is the high level of revolutionary plasm.
It's gotta be the goo.
Even
It's
today,
gotta be the goo.
in parts of the SRV, there are collective farms whose root vegetable yields exceed those thought possible by capitalists.
Man, they're just pumping out those root vegetables. Who's to say the farmers aren't just cooking the books? Sounds like obvious SRV propaganda.
It's also
are you just
been
ignoring
postulated
the goo?
that plasm may account for the remarkably full and manly facial hair observed on some communists.
What? The communist goo in the right amounts gives you a manly beard. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's commie goo. Don't. It's embarrassing. Don't stroke your bare chin.
Inframaterialists argue that revolutionary plasm may stimulate human physiology in other ways as well.
The goo will stimulate you in other ways as well.
In fact, reports from the revolutionary period.
Oh, I
claim
knew it was
that the
coming.
most radically devoted communards were able to engage in vigorous intercourse for up to 8 hours at a time.
The communist goo can make you fuck for 8 hours. Where can I find this communist goo? Asking for a friend, communist. I just need to know about the communist goo, because I've heard that it lets you fuck vigorously for up to 8 hours at a time. So yeah, hit me up with your commie goo if you've got it.
8 hours? There's no way. Your equipment would be mashed to jelly.
My dick would be jelly, yes.
No wonder the communards couldn't shoot straight. They were too shagged out.
Oh my god.
Hyperproductive vegetables and ultra-horny communards are fine. But this theory hasn't quite gotten strange enough for you.
It's a little tame right now.
And on that note, you feel like you've gotten the general idea of inframaterialism, enough to carry on a basic conversation at least. But if you'd like to go
I have
even
enough to
deeper
read
into
about,
some of the more speculative aspects of the theory, you could always read further.
I've got enough to read about the goo. I can talk about the goo. This game is so much weirder than I thought.
Of course you want to go deeper. What else are you here for?
Oh yeah.
The book fits quite snugly into
I'm
your
gonna
palm.
keep reading.
You flip forward a few pages until you come upon a chapter titled Mental Projection and Transference.
So astral projection.
When a community has achieved a sufficiently high degree of revolutionary fervor, inframaterialists believe that second-level effects may be observed.
Level 2 Kami-goo gives you the ability to astral
At
project.
this second level, certain hyper-revolutionary individuals may even develop the ability to extend their thoughts into material
Does this mean
space
that communists
and vice
can
versa.
read minds with the revolutionary goo?
According to inframaterialist theory, yes. Under suitably revolutionary conditions, that is.
You gotta have enough revolutionary goo to be able to
Of
read
course,
minds.
one doesn't need to be a communist to be attuned to the thoughts of your brothers and sisters. It's become something of a folk legend that during their final meeting, Nielsen and Mazov didn't speak a single word, preferring to sit in silence with their chamomile tea, reading one another's thoughts.
That's probably not what happened.
One of the minor tragedies of the late revolutionary period is that few reliable accounts survive.
Oh boy.
Much of what we know of the communard's activities during this period come from memoirs and second-hand accounts, some only written down decades after the fact.
Oh yeah, by the
and
way,
of
last
dubious
stream
authenticity.
I had misread the intent of this game because a lot of the stuff that they've been talking about with communism has been similar to this, where it's just been like ultra ridiculous. And I wasn't sure what their motive was, and I was a little leery of it. But I'm pretty sure at this point I can safely say that I think they're just poking fun at people that think that they know what they're talking about with communism, or like people that do it for like the aesthetics, or. That's the feel. Like Harry is just a gigantic LARPer. Harry, what are you doing? Hey Kim, you'd say that we share a pretty special connection, right?
I suppose we do work quite well together.
You and me, we're on the same wavelength. It's why we're always finishing each other's.
Your words hang in the air as the lieutenant scribbles something in his notebook. At some point, he realizes you're waiting for him and looks up with a tightly knit brow.
Sentences.
The lieutenant looks at you evenly for a moment, then returns to his notebook without a word.
Kim, you left me hanging there.
Did I? My bad, detective. Won't happen again.
Oh my god.
As we were saying, it's generally believed that these effects are only exhibited by certain hyper-revolutionary individuals, generally less than 0.01% of the revolutionary population.
I know in the leftist gaming group I'm on
According to
Facebook are
inframaterialist
obsessed with the
theory,
game.
yes. Under suitably of course, it's
not what I
become
wanted.
something, one of much of what we know of the communard's activities.
So why do these effects only
during
work
this
for
period
hyper-revolutionary
come
communists?
because plasm has never been directly observed.
Nobody's ever seen the communist
exact
goo?
mechanism behind these effects remains entirely speculative.
How do you know that the communist goo is real if you haven't seen or observed the communist goo? In other words, there's no evidence that any of this mind-reading stuff is real.
Why are you getting hung up on mechanisms? Open your mind's aperture just a little wider. You're
Wait,
so
if
close
there's no
to
evidence
true
the goo
understanding.
exists, how can the theory be true?
Most inframaterialists would argue that the inability of skeptics to detect plasm is simply evidence of their own insufficient revolutionary
You
enthusiasm.
can't see the goo if you're not communist enough. You can't see the communist goo. You can't see the communist goo if you're not communist enough. There you have it, a perfectly unfalsifiable loop. The theory is impossible to disprove on its own grounds, meaning it's hardly a theory at all.
This should be more than enough for a stimulating discussion. That said, if you're still yearning for more, you must. Everyone knows books save their best parts for
I'm
the
gonna
end.
finish
You
it.
breeze through the next several sections until you arrive at the final chapter, titled A Communism Above Reality.
What?
When a society's revolutionary fervor reaches the third and highest level, inframaterialist theoreticians have postulated that the laws of physics cease to be laws.
if you reach the highest stage of communism, you will have so much communist goo that the laws of physics will break, and you will transcend all other humans and become the ultra-communist. And you'll go live in communist heaven with Karl Marx and Engels, maybe Vladimir Lenin.
More like
He's like Jesus.
according to some of the SRV's leading inframaterialists. Of course, it's impossible to say what exactly happens under these conditions.
No known society has ever achieved
the levels of
true
revolutionary
communism.
enthusiasm the theory seems to require. Some inframaterialists have even argued that it might require more plasm than humanity alone.
Wait,
may
are
be
there
capable of
non-human
producing.
sources of communist goo?
In the SRV, there have been attempts to organize certain species of aquatic mammals, as well as a few of
They
the
tried
higher
to turn
corvids.
dolphins into communists,
But
is what
as
I'm
of this
reading right
writing,
now.
only human beings have demonstrated the intellectual capacity for revolutionary communism.
Has anyone ever gotten close to reaching the third level?
There are numerous stories from Samara involving bandits or fascist mercenaries being levitated by farmers from the most ideologically advanced communes. Of course, few of these incidents have ever been rigorously investigated or
They
substantiated.
levitated bandits and fascists with their communist power.
The form of these stories also recalls several well-known Samoran folk tales. In particular, the one commonly known as Clever Oleg and the Flying Magistrate. Among known attempts to channel third-level capabilities, the most well-documented is the curious case of Coalition warship Debutante.
I've got to know what that's
It
about.
concerns an interesting series of events that took place during the invasion of Revachol. As Coalition forces made landfall, a cadre of Nielsen's most fervent acolytes attempted to compress a Coalition aerostatic with their collective will.
What is wrong with the communists in this game? They think they're psychics? Like,
According to Communard law, these
Communard
acolytes
lore.
positioned themselves at the top of a redoubt just over the bay of Revachol. From that vantage, they proceeded to visualize pinching Coalition warship Debutante between their fingers, a gesture believed to assist in the extra-physical materialization of their thoughts.
did it work?
The acolytes, along with the redoubt, were vaporized in an
Oh my
artillery
God.
strike before the process could be completed. Picture the lot of them, all standing with their fingers in the air 1 minute, the next reduced to a bloody mist. It's been said, though, that in the weeks following the battle, the captain of the Debutante noted an increase in the incidence of crewmen striking their heads on unexpectedly low bulkhead. Of course, colorful anecdotes only scratch the surface of what inframaterialists believe may
What
be
would a
possible
third
on
level
truly
communist society
third
even
level.
look like?
Some have theorized that such a society would be fundamentally unrecognizable, lacking many of the institutions we typically take
You
for
know,
granted in advanced societies.
That's a fair
including
point.
organized governments, financial institutions, and law enforcement.
Yeah.
Others have argued that people living under third-level conditions will be immune to such
Immune.
infirmities, as in some of his later writings, Nielsen himself speculated about the potential
Bourgeois
for an
physics.
extra-physical architecture that disregards the laws of bourgeois physics and
Bourgeois
instead
physics.
relies on the revolutionary faith
Abolish
of the people
physics,
for structural
My
integrity.
friends. It instead relies on the revolutionary faith. Meaning the buildings stay up because people believe they'll stay up.
Precisely. Nielsen observed that the financial system operates on the same principle of faith. So why not an
Oh my
architectural
God.
On the following page, you come across a few black and white reproductions from Nielsen's own notebooks. One sketch depicts a government ministry shaped like a great inverted pyramid. A hectare in width at the
What
top,
the shit?
balanced atop foundations. Another depicts a leaning tower wrapped in a dramatic helix. The caption beneath it reads,
What?
Something about that tower looks awfully familiar. Could it be that's what the students were trying to recreate with the matchboxes?
Wait, but what if the people stop believing in the building's collapse?
In the corner of one of the reproduced notebook pages, you can make out a state that has lost the faith of its people, has forfeited the right to exist.
A state. This might be too much even for me.
That's all right, because you've reached the end of the book. If you'd like to try something different, may we recommend a...
Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to have a conversation with our bros. They believe in fucking psychokinetic communism or something. It's like, I don't know. Cyberkinetic communism.
Hi, everybody.
wasteland of reality.
Okay, I think we quit alcohol now.
Congrats, you're sober. It will take a while for your body to remember how to metabolize anything that isn't sugar from alcohol. So you're going to be pretty ravenous soon. Eat plenty. You can expect your coordination and balance to improve in a couple of weeks. In 2 months, you might start sleeping like a normal person. Full recovery will take years, though. It'll be depressing, and it'll be boring. Don't expect any further rewards or hand claps. This is how normal people are all the time.
Oh shit. So we can't get any positive effects from alcohol anymore. We got +1 to psyche, but we got a -1 to like 3 different stats. The 15th Indo tribe. Well, we also need to reset a skill. What else we gotta do today? What else we gotta do? Oh, we gotta get 2 signatures. I need to... Perception, I think. Yeah. Let's do that, because that'll help us with the church. What did that open back up? Suna. I think that was the only one. And the cafeteria window. Seems the walker was either very confused or drunk out of his mind. Couldn't be me. Alright, we gotta hear the unhearable. Alright, let's see what we got. Prayer book has been left open. Oh, we have to put on the
what
thing.
is it?
Okay. We have an even chance of doing it. 58% chance. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Everything disappears. You are draped in silence like a drowning man staring into his puny little headspace. And then the pressure changes.
What does it mean?
It feels like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle difference in the atmosphere, a weather change hanging in the air. What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
Suna, what if we just need a better sound system?
A better sound system? Alright, but
Where would we get one?
Suddenly, a rhythmic beat permeates the walls, causing a
shit.
small pack.
They should really allocate some renovation funds to this place.
No. What they really should do is shut down the disco men for disturbing neighborhood peace.
Yes, but they could help with the speakers.
You mean the speed freaks?
Bruh, they've got good speakers.
Of course. The speed freaks. They have a fantastic sound system. And you think they would help me?
They would if you wouldn't mind them moving in with you.
I guess I could live through a week or two of peaceful coexistence.
Brilliant negotiating there, detective. As always.
Great, I'll go talk to them then.
Sure. Let me know how it goes.
Oh shit. We're making some progress. Let's go get him to move in. All right. Okay, let's hope this goes smoothly.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Oh shit. Logic? Suna said something's amiss. Headphones were sold. Confronted him about Suna's.
Yes. What?
He nods.
Yes? What's the deal?
Okay.
But do let
I
us know
actually
if
kind of
something
don't want to do
changes
this
by,
until I
officer.
can put another point in the logic. Because I get the feeling he's hiding something.
Hello again.
There's one for empathy. So I guess we'll go do the cafeteria window, maybe? I also need to get a frickin' signature. Okay. Who are we gonna get to sign this paper? Maybe I can convince this little girl to do it.
Hello again, sir.
Let me see if I can sign Evrart. Sign Evrart. Okay, let's see. So we can... Let me see. It says that we can get somebody else to sign the things, but... How to forge signatures. Okay. So, we have to examine the envelope.
You take the legal documents out. The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some. The youth center.
What the shit? Oh, I can get the drunks to do it. That sounds fun.
Tequila Sunset.
Tequila Sunset. Could you and your pals sign this document?
What's it about? I'll let my hand address the situation. Maybe you've heard. I used to be a very successful
Oh,
business.
God.
I've signed more than a few lease forms or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I have this green ape one.
All right.
Idiot Doom Spiral. I need at least 2 signatures on this document.
Hey, Abs. Hey, Abs.
Don't you? You call Abigail?
I need you to sign this document right here. It's important.
Oh my God.
Don't call her.
Don't call Abigail.
Don't call Abiquill.
Great job, Abs. Nailed it.
Nailed it. You've done a great service to the village, the RCM and to Revachol. Can I have the pen back too?
Don't know if I've mentioned it, but I used to be a businessman. And as a businessman, I'm going to keep the pen. For my trouble.
No, that was my favorite thing of all the things you had.
No interfacing.
My favorite is the gun he lost.
You've done a great service to the village, the RCM and to Revachol.
Hey, guys. We're heroes.
Oh my God.
About fucking time, man. I've done my duty.
Nice.
Don't call Abigail.
Thank you for your services, gentlemen. Should we go and mail these? I think I saw a mailbox.
Mailbox. All right, we got it signed. We'll mail it off, and then we'll go talk to Everett. Pizza's embroidering. I've never really thought about how embroidering is done. Is it just you pull something up and over? It's just sewing. Interesting. Embroidery. Okay, we'll drop off this thing in the mailbox.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes.
I knew
in
we'd
the
get to
front.
use this mailbox for something.
Yes, for sending mail.
Thanks, Kim.
You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with about a week's worth of mail as collected in there. They'll empty this very soon. Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug Everard. You know he's going to.
He's going to play.
Right, let's go back to Everard.
Okay. So now, let's go talk to Everard. Everard. What? You missed her. Oh, you have my wisdom. Yeah. We're getting geared up to move here soon. It's coming up on 3 weeks tomorrow before we move, so we gotta get shit packed. Yeah, the background's gonna start looking pretty different. I think next week actually is gonna be our last stream before the move. So we got. No, so I'm gonna stream. Well, I guess let me look at the calendar. I'm gonna stream this weekend, next weekend. Oh, okay. So the next 2 weeks. So the next 2 weekends we'll be streaming. Hopefully we can finish Disco Elysium in that time. And then the weekend of the 24th, I will not be streaming. Because we'll be moving shit in. So. But then after that, we'll be in a new area. But in the next couple weeks, you'll see less and less of the shit behind me. It'll probably be all gone next week, actually. Most of the book shit. Well, maybe not the shelves themselves, but the books, definitely. But we're pretty excited. I got all the utilities set up today. So that was interesting. We're going to have gigabit internet, so that's going to be really good for the stream. All right, let's see. Let's see what Everart's got to say. You don't know what the plot of this game is? You're just investigating a murder. It's like Phoenix Wright, except yeah. You move around and it's a lot more. I'm just a cop. I'm a cop who got so drunk that he forgot who he was. So the entire game is you investigating a murder while also not knowing what anything is.
Mr. Dubois, every worker for himself, right? What can I do for you today?
It's done. I mailed the signatures you asked me to mail.
The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. Of course. I already knew this. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a future and proven to be a true man of the left.
A true man of the
I
left.
trust you now. You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi.
Oh no.
We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun.
He does.
Nothing
He's
is off the
extremely
table.
Slimy. Judging from how happy he is, it looks like you did it. He doesn't appear to suspect trickery. Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you're in.
Did you order the hanged man killed?
I did not, Harry. Although I am very, very glad he's dead.
Of course. What do you gain from him being dead?
Why, a war, of course.
And what do you have to gain from a war?
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war.
They're trained military people. Aren't you afraid for your men?
Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold
Oh,
off
he
2
wants to
men,
start a revolution?
Or 15 men. Or even 50 men.
It's hard to tell if he's, like, thinking that he has an army of union people, or if he's wanting them to, like, do an actual revolution.
The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste.
How is this connected to the strike?
Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class
Thanks
war.
for gifting.
Or in
Thanks for
business
gifting the
terms,
sub.
a dawn raid. Or wait.
Pizza.
Is that
Giving
when you
that
still
sub.
pay
I
them
hope you enjoy your sub,
something? Because we
Adnan.
won't do that.
Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war.
We're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're going to take all of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pines.
The word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth. He doesn't swear often.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her asshole. She has no chance.
Why are you telling me your plans?
Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start. It's already happening.
I hate his voice. How many of you guys are there in the Union?
2,372. Plus yours truly, of course.
2,373 is a sizable contingent for a labor organization in Revachol.
How are you going to fund your new independent harbor?
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan?
The poo-poo?
The clients will ditch us. Harry, we've thought of everything.
Clients would take a well-known multinational conglomerate over a local mobster any day.
You can't possibly hope to continue like you have. Clients will leave en masse.
Sure, some will go, but mark my words. The company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, The men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams.
Is he an ANCAP?
That's drugs.
That's drugs!
Drug trafficking.
Drug trafficking? Don't be stupid, Mr. Kitsuragi. There are perfectly legal, 100% ethical chemical factories on the Samaran Isola. You don't need to be colonialist about it.
What?
All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about. Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities.
That's just the top of the iceberg, though, isn't it?
The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad, has bad optics, may be illegal in some countries. The Debarders Union, however, we're all about the large volume column. We're gonna transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry. So your sick kid can get his Benefed, and your wacky uncle doesn't have to come off risperazole.
Benefed is a children's cold medicine, usually apricot flavored, and risperazole is used to treat severe psychosis.
And the kids on the street can get speed and pyrrolidone.
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kitsuragi. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but I have no idea about the things you just mentioned.
I got no idea what drugs are.
But if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic share. And I'd keep that stuff far away from Martinez.
He's basically admitting to it.
I'll have to admit, that's a well put together plan and far removed from you. Pizza, you didn't have to do that. Pizza likes to be given the subs. It makes sense to regulate the drug trade like this. Keep it out of more dangerous hands. Interesting stuff. I just want... Yeah. I have to admit, that's a well put together plan and far removed from you.
It's also far removed from my men and the people of Martinez who've put their trust in me. Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be interested in. It would only be a small part of the harbor's turnover, just like the harbor is, but a small part of Martinez.
I guess that's fair. That's a fair point. Thanks for the bits. Thanks for the bits, Adnan. I appreciate you. Yeah, no prob. We try to... Bits and subs, bits and subs. Imagine if there was a Twitch restaurant and that's what they sold. What would a bit, or like what, a sub would obviously be a sub sandwich. What would the bits be? Bits would be fries. Subs and fries. So it's basically just Penn Station. It's Penn Station, except it's all named after bits and subs. So is there a trade or isn't there?
Let's look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music. Young mothers who want to start businesses. I'm gonna unite them all into one economic body. We're gonna incorporate this place to Kingdom Come. Everyone's gonna be in on the wealth, and everyone's gonna pull their weight.
Locally relevant commentary. I guess I didn't realize that Penn Station is so local. There's an even more local one called Firehouse Subs. I mean, you don't like Firehouse? They are kind of weird.
Let's keep focusing on the drug trade. He was almost admitting to it.
Let's keep focusing on the drug trade. Let's focus on the drugs, man. Well, I mean, if it has the word incorporate in it, then I like it. I'm a money guy. Hold on, I don't want to look at the big picture. I want to look at the drug trade you almost admitted to.
No, Harry. That's boring. All right, it's gone. The hypothetical raw materials trade is off the table. It's such a small and insignificant slice of revenue, I'm cutting it. Boys, Harry felt queasy about it. We're not doing it. Can we talk about my beautiful incorporated Martinez and its many-sided business ventures now? This bold new vision of incorporated socialism I'm offering.
Wow, he took out the drugs because... I'm not feeling a whole lot of Revachol here. Not enough flags or kings. Oh my god. That's very ambitious. I love what you're doing for the working man. I don't know. It feels like he's definitely trying to do like an ANCAP thing here. Honestly, it's not my place to judge or express an opinion.
Harry, the length you're willing to go to keep your nose clean is remarkable. You will always have a warm bed in Mr. Clare's household, my friend, and a special place in the future of Martinez.
Me and my homies hate ANCAPs. Yeah. Can I ask you about a specific union members?
We're way past specific union members now. This is the big time. We're talking about the future of Revachol here, Harry.
Thanks,
You
Everard.
can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such matters.
There's something different about him now. He's more vibrant, more alive in his big-time mode.
Can I get my gun now?
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me.
Fine, where
But
is it?
An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she's a character. So watch out.
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy. The one he described as terrifying.
So the gun's still with the woman who bought it from Roy.
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that? Wild. Anyway.
Union Boy's gonna help you fix it. He winks at you. Don't worry, Harry.
I'm actually gonna move. I just realized that my... thing was covering the whole text. Let's see. There we go. Nice. Very nice. Then I'll probably just stick this here. Yeah. Yeah! Beware spicy women with guns. Yeah. You gotta be careful about those spicy women. Union boys are gonna help you fix it, he winks at you.
The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debardeurs Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
Waving the gun around doesn't sound good. None of this does.
She was waving it around at people?
As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry. No one got hurt.
It sounds like a very disturbed and desperate individual.
Who is this old woman?
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs.
She calls herself the Pigs.
There it is again. The Pigs. Like Roy said, not good at all.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves a pig.
It actually sounds extremely bad.
Can you
but
set up
let's
a meeting?
not.
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock.
Oh shit.
Near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this.
She will be there from 2200 hours till 0200 hours.
Oh
More
god.
fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
The signatures I got. I know you plan to force them out with the construction noise.
Harry, by now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. However, if the construction noise and limited street access makes some people consider moving, well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally enjoy a significant uptick in
Workers'
quality of
palaces.
life. I'm talking real affordable workers' palaces.
He proudly spreads his hands to demonstrate the size of the palaces. They're very large.
They're very large.
So the village is doomed.
You were there, you saw the place, a wasteland, there's nothing left. But mark my words, officers, we are going to reset it. Reset! I have big plans for Martinez, and they do not include humans living in those pig sheds on the coast. That land will be used for municipal buildings and commerce.
What do you mean?
Harry, Imagine a youth centre supermarket church complex.
What?
Employing hundreds. No,
He's definitely an
thousands of people.
ANCAP.
The coast will be lit up with enterprise and life. All those ruins out there turned into low-income housing. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on.
Youth supermarket church complex? Do you really expect me to believe that?
Yes, I do. I got the centre, I got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years, I'll get the church too. The wheels are already turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo.
The wheels of
I won't
progress.
stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces out there. It cannot go on.
There is true indignation in his voice when he speaks about the state of things. The pain is true. He's seen kids do worse than that. And then there will be a giant statue of him towering above it all.
Wait, but will you erect a statue to yourself?
I'm not a symbolist, Harry. I'm a realist. My statue will be Martinez rebuilt. 5-story building complexes, kids off speed, and landowners in a zone hating me. That will be my statue. And yours. We're doing this together.
I knew you were up to something.
Damn right I'm up to something, Harry. I'm gonna make the working man as rich as Joyce Messier. That's my job.
A true flash of anger in him as he thinks of her.
Okay.
Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today. We have united the RCM and the Debar. This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open.
I should get around to playing this game. It's really good. I mean, it's kind of long, but it's still very good. And it's very confusing politically. But like, I dig it. Can we go over a few details concerning the murder again? A few more questions about the harp? No, I think I'm good. Yeah, a lot of the political stuff that they present is very like, it's almost like it's making fun of politics in general. It's like the union, and also the union is like simultaneously, like, they got like Seminese race supremacists and like all sorts of shady dealings and stuff like that, but yet they're a union that's supposedly working for the working class or whatever. And they like murdered a guy, and like, I don't know, it's really complex, and that's good. I like a complex story, complex ideologue. Also, the version of communism that they have Harry represent is very, very LARPy. A lot of Detroit's modern auto union. Yeah, I think this game is a really good example of how just because something is a union, like, there are good aspects to the union, of course. But like I said, the guy, Everard, the head of this union in the game, sounds very much like he's an opportunist. Like, he feels like he's using revolutionary language to like accomplish his own like business endeavors. But yeah, it's a good example of how unions aren't inherently good. Like, unions can be good, but they're not inherently good. They have their own like problems. Like, obviously we have police unions and shit. Just because a police union is a union doesn't mean it's awful. Or it doesn't mean it's not awful. Detroit's auto union is overwhelmingly better than them not being here, but they use revolutionary working class language to influence politics, not in the favor of the workers. Yeah. Yeah, teachers' unions are good because teachers are already fucked over quite a bit. So if they didn't have unions, they wouldn't be able to negotiate their pay and benefits and shit as well. Unions can be very good. But yeah, this game is just very complex, I guess. Not necessarily confusing, but it's just complex. And Harry also likes to LARP as a tanky in his free time, so. Confront the pigs and get your gun back. Someone's been running around with your sidearm pretending to be a police officer. The pigs are... It's the boys. It's the Hardy Boys. I just realized that until I read that sentence. It's not an old woman. It's definitely the Hardy Boys. So they'll be out there at 2200. Let's see. Return to the group for discussion. They meet every night, though, so I don't think we can go up there and meet them yet. We can also go check out the window. Hey, thanks for subscribing again, Barely. Nice to see you. Happy Friday. Thank you for your sub so much. How are you doing this week? Let's see. Let's look at this window.
Behind the dock workers, a ceiling height window.
It's still not time yet.
The whole...
Damn.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
It's really busy time at work for me, so I'm a bit stressed, but I'm okay. Yeah, I bet. Is it like a... Are you still boiling? Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not still boiling. We got our AC fixed, so... Do what? Yeah, it was really fucking awful when we didn't have it. I'm so glad that we got it fixed when it did, because it got so hot the next 3-4 days. Or maybe not even that. I think like the whole next week it was just boiling hot. So I'm glad that we got it fixed when we did, because otherwise it would have fucking sucked. It was like 90 degrees outside and extremely humid. But we got it good. I imagine the summer it's a busy time for at least a few businesses. Me and Everett talked. He promised he'd cooperate.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy, and now she's making me play with you. Is that it, Long?
Yes, Titus. I talked to your mommy.
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
Why don't you push me some more and find out, Gimp? Oh, God. I would never tell on someone. Very mature, guys. Everett sent word, right?
Yeah, I heard him. Now, fuck do you think I'm doing here? You'd have your ass handed to you if it wasn't for the boss man's word.
The boss. Yeah, I run an international program with a ton of students in the summer, a college prep course kind of. Oh, yeah. Damn. We have a tiny window unit here, and it's been tolerable, but I feel for you both. Oh, yeah, our last apartment had one of those. We had the ability to turn on the AC in my last apartment, but it didn't work. They just gave us the wall unit. But yeah, I imagine most places have just those wall units. Those suck, and they also get tons of like condensation. At least the apartment ones. The AC is just for show.
Let me state this
decorative
very
AC.
clearly, Capo.
Capo?
Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardy, and these are my boys, Hardy Boys. How may we assist you?
These are my boys. This is my first time having central air up north. Yeah, when we move into the house, it's going to be our first time having a whole central air system that's like just for that house.
But having Everard back you up like that did seem to have some effect.
We're still not going to be able to make an authority check. Oh boy. Yeah, we're not going to be able to make that check. So we'll leave that. I don't want to do too many white checks and have to reset too many abilities. I've already fucked myself over a little bit.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock.
Are we still communists? We are a communist hobocop, but I don't know. Harry's been kind of LARPing, so I don't know. I've been kind of discouraging him from pursuing his communist thoughts, especially since he read a book that says that the more revolutionary you get, the more that you generate a communist goo that gives you psychokinetic powers. So I think he's gone a little bit too far off the deep end. We'll have to told him to chill out just a little bit. First time I watched Rivet stream was when they were playing Rust. Oh yeah. I need to play more Rust on stream, honestly. I read a manifesto and I'm slathered in goo. That manifesto was so revolutionary, I'm now slick with communist goo. Cover me in your revolutionary goo. Why are you by yourself over here, bud?
Officer, care to play a game with a lonely old man?
What happened to... Bro, what happened to him? We were chill around these parts. We just hang out. It's exactly how it is when it's just Rivet and I. We just be hanging out.
Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same.
Wouldn't be the same. Where's Renee? What?
The prick is gone. I can barely believe...
He died?
But he's really gone.
He is trying to retain his jolly facade, but the underlying sadness casts a deep shadow over his wrinkled face.
Gone? Gone where?
Most likely. He was an absolute Kent.
Oh my god. He died? Was he really that bad?
I repeat, an absolute Kent. Even his old army buddies didn't want him around. He was like an old viper. The only people who could stand to be around him were Jenny and me. She saw something in him.
Oh yeah, the Discord
when we
is
were
fun,
just kids,
by the way.
and
I'm sure most of you are in it but anybody that's watching, the Discord's great. If the command doesn't work, yeah, you can. If the command doesn't work, the link's below as well.
And she never lost sight of it. And I thought if the most beautiful being in the world can love him, then there must be something worth holding on to.
That's adorable. Did you love him?
I took them for
Or
myself.
do you know what happened to his medals?
Took them to remember that old cunt. Nobody knew him better than I did. And I want to remember that old cunt by something.
Strange how old cunt sounds almost gentle when he says it now.
Did you love him?
We've hated each other our entire lives. So much, in fact, that, yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. You know what his last words to me were?
Something forgettable like see you tomorrow, probably. Tell me.
In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial. That's what he said to me. He lived a cunt, and he died a cunt. Let's leave it at that.
Wow. Hey, something to remember your friends by.
Let me see. This was 60 years ago. We all went to that parade. Young René looked so happy, and Jenny... I'm sorry, officer. I just... Thank you. Thank you for this little memorabilia.
Amazing.
That was nice. A small thing for us, but invaluable to him. He probably didn't even know.
That was
when he had the
nice.
photo.
Thanks, Kim. Old people die. You better get ready too, old man. You're next.
Yes. We are both very sorry for your loss.
It is what it is. Part of life, really. But to know someone for 79 years, then one day they're just gone.
Despite their differences, these men played such a significant part in each other's lives that now that one of them is gone, the other feels just lost.
I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But
That's sad.
You must need something.
Okay. Man, knowing something for that long is a feat. Yeah, it really is. Alright, well, we got a reset. Let's put it in logic. And then we can go talk to the speedsters, the speed boys. Yeah, I don't even think I've known anybody for that long aside from my parents. I think that who's the person in my life that I know the longest aside from my parents?
Hi again.
I don't know.
So, how are things going?
We have an even chance. Okay. Okay. If we don't make this, we're just going to move on with their quest line. 3, 2, 1.
A number
Nice.
of things don't add up. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow.
How about gather around, kids?
Gather around, kids. I have a friend of 30 years, and I'm 33. Oh, shit. Yeah, when I was younger, before I moved out on my own, I never stayed in one place for more than 2 or 3 years. So most of my friends are like gathered from different schools that I went to, like at different times. Like I've been all over the country. I lived in California, I lived in Las Vegas, I lived in Indiana. I've been to schools all over the place, and I never stayed in one place for more than a couple years. So I never really made friends. It was always just kind of me. So like even when I was in high school, I never really had any longtime friends. There were a few that I came back to when I came back to Indiana from California when I graduated. There were a few people that I stayed friends with for a little bit, but for the most part, I don't have any friends from when I was younger. I think I guess you could say I do have a friend, but they're more of like a text pen pal, even though they live in the same city. Yeah, I have a friend that I text, or he texts me pretty regularly, and we just talk back and forth about random shit. He's kind of just a pen pal, and I've known him since like sophomore year. But I think that's only sophomore year was what, like 9 years ago. So I guess 9 years would be my longest friendship. How about gather around, kids? I got bad news for you, Andre. Things don't add up.
What things?
He senses something is wrong.
Suna said you've been lying about your plans. Your answer was very unconvincing.
Fuck, man. It's difficult to get along with some people, but we're trying to make an effort. We are on a mission here.
This isn't the makings of a club. It's a tent full of laboratory equipment.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
They have one speaker. You have no headphones. Wouldn't a Celeste need her headphones to spin tape?
What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing.
I know you pawned them, likely for lab equipment and drug
I'm
ingredients.
sorry, but there is no lab equipment and no drug ingredients.
The Nosfed is here for its active ingredient.
He said it was for his nose.
Likely pseudoephedrine. Almost exactly the shape of ephedrine. Ephedrine makes you happy, and so does pseudoephedrine.
The distilled water, cornerstone of a clean lab.
And of all cellular-based life. What's your point, Lawbringer?
I lost touch with friends I had in high school. My best friend I met at a gamer meetup group when I was like 27 or so. Oh, nice. Yeah, I haven't gotten good at the whole making friends when you're an adult thing. So I really only know my coworkers. And COVID obviously didn't help with making friends or whatever. I don't know. It's just, I guess I prefer having full agency over the things that I'm doing. I feel like when I'm with friends, I'm like obligated to do things with them. You know, I don't know. I'm probably just extremely antisocial, and also I prefer having friends online. But everybody's different. I just always like, I think of sometimes I think to myself, I'm like, I don't have any friends in real life. And then I get like real sad, but then I'm like, what would I do if I did have friends in real life? Like, it's not like I would hang out with them every day or anything. I would probably do the same thing I do now, which would be play video games. and like do random art shit that I randomly feel motivated to do. The ether in the air, a useful solvent, good for getting acting agent out of a
Make up
solution.
your mind. First it's the sweat, then it's the ether.
Where is his friend? Did he lose his friend?
What do you mean, friend?
The other speaker. You have only one.
It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
Me and my friends have always generally been alone together when we hung out, which IMO is the best. Yeah. That's cool, Patrick. It's hard to meet people as an adult. Glad you found each other. Like watching TV and playing different games, just chatting together. Yeah, that's kind of what we're getting into. That's kind of what we're getting into with the new house that we're moving into. Is it's pretty much going to be 4 people, and we'll pretty much just be doing our own things and just hanging out. I think that's my favorite kind of dynamic, is just doing your own thing but also hanging out at the same time. I think it's why I like voice chat in groups. It's just that I never seem to be able to get into an in-group where big group chats like that are a regular occurrence. But I think they're fine. It's just that I have to set aside time and like make sure that the other people in the room are being listened to. I don't like having other people in the room with just my headphones on, you know? Makes me feel socially isolated. It's kind of why I don't like VR as much as I thought I would, because it's very socially isolating.
This may be the brain damage talking, but you've definitely never heard of
No shit.
In short, you tried to use a police detective to set up a drug lab.
Come on, that's...
Punishable by summary execution? Holy shit. Preposterous?
I meant to say, not true.
So what are we going to do with you?
What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. The optimal way to go about this would be indifference. It begins by you telling him you don't care about any of this.
I don't really care. I just wanted to crack the case. Do what you want and I'll do what I want. You tell me what's really going on and we'll work from there. I can be lenient.
What do you mean by lenient?
What do you mean by lenient? Haven't you heard? I'm the dirtiest cop this side of the river.
He thinks for a moment, then opens his mouth, but closes it again. Then finally raises his hands.
Things are just way too hard for an entrepreneur in this city. It's not like we're not going to turn the church into the wickedest
club, the wickedest drug club.
Because we are! We totally are! We just got to turn it into a speed lab first.
Oh my god.
You know, to get our foot in the door.
And why did you need me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up.
They're not really spooky, are they?
No, man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there. But the sign was way off, too. I couldn't feel the love at all.
I couldn't feel the love.
Sir, you promised you'd be lenient.
Let's do this clean. No speed lab, just a club for hypnotic music. I don't know. Let's do it clean.
Yeah! I knew it.
Oh no.
It's impossible now.
You can't do it without the speed?
No, Andre, it's harder now. This hardcop has come to show us how much the fish is, and the fish is always so much more.
Yeah.
We all know there was never going to be a club for hypnotic music with the speed lab. Now it has a fighting chance.
The fish. What's that about a fish?
There needs to be a club for hypnotic music in there. Needs to. Everyone hates each other. Everybody hates it here. It's all just drugs and we're slaves and I can't. We are running out of time.
Egghead is having a revelation right now.
We need a win, Andre. I promise this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll do it true. We'll do it sober and real and beautiful. This will be a victory for the light.
This will be nothing.
Oh.
You can hear the ice crack underneath you. Outside, the last century waterfront development is crumbling in the wind. A grape-shot row of falling houses. And so is Rue de Saint-Jérôme and all the houses on Main Road. The old cinema is sinking.
Oh no.
underneath
Wait, does
the
anyone feel that?
What?
Nothing. Let's call this instant crime prevention, but I have my eye on you.
Okay. We'll try to do it without the drugs. We'll do a straight club up in there, spinning the maddest reels, and nothing but. I swear to God. From here on, it'll be straight all the way. Goodbye, officer.
Oh yeah. Okay. We got help for our friendo. Trying to measure the silence. Sounds like a sick album. Trying to measure the silence. Measure the silence. I'm writing a metal song called Meat Mech. Meat Mech. Like a mech as in a robot, but it's made out of meat. That reminds me of an Auntie Donna quote. Are you aware of the power of shadows?
Yes, what is it? The swallow, you mean? Freight.
Hold on.
No, yes. And no, I brought them here. These are my crate.
What the shit? Hold on. Help Suna check up on Suna's project after the ravers have moved. Okay, so I imagine we have to wait a day. Maybe she'll open up later after you've helped them set up the nightclub. Okay, we still got lots of time. Food thing on Sunday? Oh yeah, that's right. The jam mystery. We still haven't found that lady driver. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what we're gonna do after this. We could always sit on a bench, I guess. Explore the Whirling's secret passages. Who made the call reporting the crime? Get hold of a sad song on tape. Let's see. Blue door. Disco Elysium. Let's see what we can do. You can get through the roof balcony, then there's a spot that says where the key is. Around the building. Outside the window by the union work. Oh. Oh, that's right. That's how they get it. Let's see. There are already people doing fireworks outside. It's already Nationalism Day. Even though it's only the 2nd. We still got 2 days. I have off on Monday, though. That was nice in my work to be like, we'll give you a day off anyways, even if July 4th is only on a Sunday. You're out work for a month? Oh, yeah, that's right. Pizza starts back up on the 28th, though. The 26th. Oh, shit. Oh, you have to go in and set shit up on the 26th? Damn.
I'll probably go in.
We should be mostly moved in by the time that you have to go do shit. Oh, is anyone doing anything fun for the 4th? I mean, we're going to Michigan tomorrow, just to, like, hang around. But other than that, not really. I think we're doing a cookout thing with Pizza's family. But other than that, not really. We're gonna be, we're just gonna be going right across the border to Reading, Michigan. People in Michigan love America. Right, people in Michigan love America.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
But yeah, we're also probably gonna stop in Fort Wayne because Fort Wayne has a has the Sweetwater Music Store. We're gonna stop by and look at some music shit as well. Probably on the way up or something, we'll stop by and look at because they have a whole, it's like a depot. I don't know if you guys know about Sweetwater, but they're like a big music supplier. So they have all sorts of like musical instruments and various audio equipment and supplies. My partner is going to their other partner's parents' house in the country and shooting off fireworks. I'm invited, but I'm not sure if I'll go. Yeah, I don't really like fireworks all that much. I liked them when I was younger, for obvious reasons, but fireworks are fun. Extended family less. Yeah. Fireworks are cool when you're doing it with friends. Because then it makes you feel like you're like a delinquent or something.
Yo, man. You caught me at an
I think I know what's going on with you.
And what is that?
You're a pail driver. You transport goods through the pail.
Great. He asked the Pines rep about the pail, and now he's talking to everyone. Fine then. Just try not to black out again, and don't contemplate. We don't have time for that.
Oh, I'm contemplating, Kim. I'm drawing existential conclusions from this.
Exactly what I didn't want you to do. Ma'am, my partner wanted to know if you work in pail transport.
No offense. But your partner seems like a bit of an idiot.
I am. I am an idiot.
Republica, a filterless cigarette from Mist.
I blacked out after a night of heavy drinking, lost all memory of the world.
Like Gabriel Buenguerro in Pergunte a Poeira. You're the opposite of me, then. I remember everything.
Oh,
Even
so
things
she
I never knew.
drunk herself. Oh, it's because she's in the pail. The pail that makes you perpetually remember the past.
The smell of liquor on Gabriel's lips after the shoot. In the motor park. The roses on the day of Franco Negro's the look on her face, like an orgasm. The wound in her chest. My hand in my father's hand. Except I never had a father. And I
Oh,
never
shit.
shot her innocent Dolores Day.
Over radiation?
Heroic doses, Rivet. Heroic.
Isn't that dangerous?
Thought insertion? Dithering? The Grad Catalan Magistral? It's more than dangerous. It's sad. But at first I had to make a living. When you've seen it all go away like that, rolling off like the sea, and then come back to this.
Huh.
What are we doing here? For thousands of years, Gabriel. It doesn't have to be like this. We can just give up. We can just become
Just go into the
weak.
pail. What does it feel like?
Nothing. Until it starts. When you are deep enough. Then, for me, it's like autumn. Dark, gray, and orange. The
It
orange
smells
of street
terrible.
lights and the color of a street and electric lights.
I really just want to see this
It
pail.
smells like
Nostalgia. Cooped up in the cabin, shaking. Terrible nostalgia. For yourself. For humans. It's too much to bear. She loves it.
What does it look like, the pail?
like looking into the ocean at night. In the dark.
And
You cannot see it, but you know it's there. And it's big, bigger than anything. Bigger than all the other things combined.
how do you pass through it?
In the belly of an airship, behind the stair windows. So you don't look straight into it. It's not advised to look into it.
Not on this lorry, then?
No, the same one, a roller. They all are nowadays. Special wheels for connecting to the floor of the hold.
The wheels all small and round. Multi-axle trailers.
One last thing. You said we can just become vapor?
Yes.
No elaboration.
I'd rather have what I have than you have. What you have. I'd rather have what you have than what I have. I feel I already have what you have in some way.
They say there's a point. One that I have not crossed. In the Pale, super deep. If you stray too far, of course, on the U41A, or in Lomonosov's land, where every step you take is one step
I was paying
further
attention
from
to a
home.
game, but it sounded like she said,
Moment
I
in
got
the
the belly
direction.
rashes behind the subway.
It's a point you cannot come back from. Your mind becomes so radiant with the past, there is a flip. Instead of writing, it erases memory, nearing some kind of indescribable finale.
That's amazing.
Maybe you've been down the motorway south.
The motorway south?
It's a story as lone horsemen tell. Lone horsemen, Rivet, not pale drivers. Way beyond the established pale that's lit by radio frequencies, where it goes silent.
Like a sub restaurant in Gary, Indiana. I got a belly rash behind the subway in Gary. I saw some guy get stabbed there.
And dark, and the process begins. Erasure, kilometer by kilometer, in any direction.
In the center of this town, there's a ghostly motorway, she sang.
It takes all the people where they want to stay. What is at the end of the motorway south?
No one knows what's at the end. I've only glimpsed the beginning. I've only felt it in the distance, when I was a child. A child growing on the leg.
Man?
Josiane.
There is nothing more to do now. She is receding in the clutches of some.
You've fried both your brains enough for today, detective. Let's get some air. This one's far gone.
Oh, damn. Okay, well... I think we finished her whole thing. Let's see.
Looking for something odd?
We can't
Tell me
talk to him
fuck off
still.
again?
We would need another point in half-light. I don't know how to get up to this woman up there. Let me see. Can't get to Classy. Classy. On the roof of the whirling, but when I head inside to a door, I have no options but just knock harder. You have to establish authority when talking to Titus. Oh, okay. Oh, it's because I haven't tried to establish authority with what's-his-face. I guess I could try. Behind the subway restaurant sounds like where the troubled kids hung out after school, breaking beer bottles and smoking cigarette butts. That would be pretty accurate for where I live. True Patrick sounds like a place you go to buy the worst weed.
Looks like the circus
Shut the
left
fuck
town,
up, Titus. I'm here to
but the
establish my
clowns are
authority.
still here.
This time it's going to work. You already ruled out the first bad option.
I'm the only thing keeping this town from going to hell, and you're not helping.
And what exactly is it you've been doing that's so goddamn
Shitting
special?
yourself in front of
Shitting
us.
yourself in front of us. Going around all the while talking racist shit. Don't think we aren't watching, fascia. People here trust us. We're getting complaints.
I haven't said anything racist.
Fascia. That's short for fascist.
I haven't said anything racist.
Of course you have. You've been calling people kipped left and right.
No!
Inciting race violence and
Callie said they've been trying to set up a race rally, whatever the fuck that means. Trying to get the kips out of Revachol before the economy goes to shit.
That's a lie. There is no race rally.
Sure there is. Callie said they're bulk purchasing confetti.
What the shit?
Ribbons too. And loudspeakers. And fireworks.
Oh my god, I used to hang out behind the small and we smoked pyramid slims and threw rocks in a trash compactor. If you got the rock just right, you could smack the button and it would make the beeping sound and grind the rock into dust. Amazing.
get the fuck out of here, you racist carny.
What happened? We got absolute...
What's going on? Are you racist now? Is the rally real?
Oh my
There is
god.
no rally. Come on. Just ask questions. You need to...
Damn, we failed real bad. Okay, let's see. I guess we still can't fucking get in there. Oh no, not only are we not communist, we're racist. I tried. I made sure to tell Measurehead that I wasn't gonna subscribe to his race science. But I guess it wasn't enough. I don't even know what to do. Like, E-ho. E-ho. Heidi-ho. What about you? Do you have anything new to say? Nope. What about you?
Hi again, Gendarme. Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Gendarme.
Hey, was there something you need?
I don't even know. I don't even know! There's also this library next to the woods, and we would run and scream through those woods, and the cops showed up and pinned us down. Holy fuck. They said we were causing mischief, and my friend spit in the cop's face. Holy shit. My buddy gets up and goes like, what the fuck you just do? I would too. God. Cop spitting in your face. That's gotta be... Exactly, Wall. Fuck the police. For sure. Let's see. What else? What do we need? We need something. OMG, hardcore mom.
The door has braved the elements for decades. The key stops midway in the lock. The tenant's key is in the lieutenant looks first at the door.
That already defeats the point.
Okay, I don't even know. Mom of the year. And then she goes like the mom from that 70s show. Come on, boys, let's go to McDonald's. Holy shit. That's amazing. Mom for the win. Speaking of parents, my parents are... apparently, the year after COVID is the year of change. Because my dad is moving this year. My mom and dad are separate. But my mom is moving to Utah. My dad is moving to a different state. Yeah, it's wild. Gotta mix it up post-COVID. Yeah, and we're moving too. It's gonna be wild. But I mean, it makes sense. It almost feels like COVID just kind of was like a like a checkpoint. It was like everything stopped for a year, and then afterwards it's like a whole new era, right? Staying where you're at or a new area. We're moving back to a town I was living in before. We moved out of it last year, and now we're moving back. Monday we're calling a realtor to look for a house to move to soon. Yeah, it sounds like everybody's just moving in general. Gonna be so nice to live in a house and have my own room again, right? What do we even do?
I wish I had my own room.
Yeah, moving is stressful as shit. I don't even know. I need to figure out a way to pass time. I got like 12 hours. Or 10 hours before I can do anything. I've learned while looking for houses, everyone just fucking lies. Yeah. That's how landlords be. Or and real estate agents. Okay, we gotta do something. We gotta pull something. I guess I could go talk to Joyce.
Oh, the sea's gonna calm down soon.
Calm down soon. Calm down. Calm down. Oh no, there's water damage. And you see the house in person, and there's a rubber plant and picture frame blocking massive water damage in the basement. Christ. A primer for small kids. I'm definitely reading this.
You hold in your hand the colorful primer. The title reads, A Primer for Small Kids. There's a bear involved.
For real, I'm happy for you. It's liberating. Even just looking, we felt really free for the first time since renting. Yeah, that's our next thing after we're done renting the house that we're gonna be moving into. Is we're thinking about getting a house in Michigan, like buying our own house in Michigan. Yeah, I mean, even looking for a new place to rent, even having a nicer place to rent, like the house that we're gonna be renting next is gonna be a lot bigger and have a lot nicer amenities. Like the guy that's renting out the house has like a new washer and dryer down there and everything. It's pretty nice. So it's just always nice in general just to upgrade your general quality of life, your living space. Exactly what I need.
This book will show you the score, get you oriented with those basic concepts you appear to be hazy on. The anthropomorphic bear will give you the lowdown of your life.
On what?
The alphabet.
Flip through the pages.
Every page has one word designating one letter of the alphabet with a faded illustration. Most of them are scientific and cultural principles. It goes as follows.
Let's do this.
A is for azimuth. B is for Boreas. C is for cosine. D is for diamite. H is for homeboy.
H.
I is for
H
econ.
is for homeboy.
J is for Ura. K is for collapse. L is for laudanum.
Yeah.
Q is for quasar.
Quasar.
R is for rhododendron. S is for sinus.
That's
T,
it?
That's it. You know the alphabet now.
Kim, I know the alphabet now.
Good. I also know the alphabet.
It is a very useful skill to have, he thinks, for all sorts of life.
Okay, cool. I love how, look how tidy Harry is right here. Harry just looks well put together. Alright, there's gotta be... The beams are splintered. The bridge didn't collapse on its own. Artillery fire. Oh, I forgot these traps are still out.
The trap is filled with dead and dying locusts. Most poor thing.
The apartment we currently live in is pretty good. Don't ever hear neighbors, good location, good internet. Only two problems. One, we live at the bottom of a hill, so when it rains hard, there's a bit of water that leaks in. And two, I don't have my own room. Oh yeah, not having your own room is definitely a big thing. I don't think there have been a few times where I've had to sleep in there are a few times where I couldn't afford my own place, so I had to couch surf for a little bit. Those were always not the funnest. But I mean, usually they were in nice houses, so like even if I was couch surfing, it was still a pretty nice place to be. Better than like, I don't know, sleeping on the floor, I guess. Which I have done a couple times. But I don't know. I think I'd forgive most apartment things if it had good internet and good like good internet, good location, not loud. Do you have something new to tell me?
Hello again.
Looks like someone who has money. Do you have any money? You look like someone who has money, my friend. Do you have money? Oh boy. There's gotta be more shit. There's gotta be. Oh, they did take that body. That's good. Stop messing with the coin viewer and hold on to something. The wind is so strong.
There's some tear.
Kebab. Kebab. Give me kebab. You know, I don't think I've ever had like a... well, I can't say that I've never. I want to eat some kebab. Very good kebab. Not having your own room is the worst. Yeah, it kind of is. But I mean, there are worse things. Wishing you luck in your search. Yeah. It's good to have... I think it's good to have extra room. Is your guy running around with a clipboard and a bag of food? Yeah, he's running around with a clipboard and a plastic bag to pick up any recycling that I need.
Worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while.
Let me see.
You see
Impossible door, Disco Elysium. I did choose interphasing as my specialty, so... This particular door is not openable. There are dialogue options with Kim about it, and there is a thought that can be researched regarding the personality growth that comes with accepting that not every door in the world can be opened. Interesting. So, the door, it fails regardless.
You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
Huh. The door's shut tight. How can we get in there?
We don't get in there.
What do you mean? We get into, like, everywhere.
Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
Damn.
No. We've gotten into every door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors.
We open doors.
That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
I'm not going to accept this. The door could be part of the investigation. Okay, I can live with this.
What else is there to do? Not accepting isn't going to bring the fire brigade in.
Relax, he thinks. There's no one in there.
Gotta walk away from the door. You got to accept that you can't open the door. Anything else in here?
Just dead and dying, poor thing.
I just want a phasmid. Show me the phasmid. What the fuck is this? I didn't like that sound. Scented scarf? Why would I need a scented scarf? What does it smell like? The scent of a professional? The neck of a suave professional. Yeah, that's why we can't play Portal 2. Because you get motion sick so easy from it. It sucks that you can't play first-person games. You need to get, like, a brain implant that takes away your motion sickness. You can... I've always thought that the copper things were kind of scammy. I don't know. Does copper really do all the things that people say that they do? God, give me the strength for the doors I can open and the serenity for those I can't. Please tell me they moved in. Oh, there's an anti-nausea. Imagine if you had to take motion sickness medicine to play first-person games. That would suck.
The mother of Hugh.
They have not moved in. And we still have so much time.
Yes. What?
I guess I could talk to Monkey Man, but I don't see him. Monkey Man! That's a big fucking fan, though. Is that even a fan? Is that a fan, or is that a... I don't think it's a fan. It looks like a scythe. Dramamine? Interesting. You can take a gaming Dramamine. It's like G Fuel, except for motion sickness. Dramamine N is the gamer fuel of anti-nausea.
Hello again.
Your associates tried to use me to set up a drug lab. I'm guessing you knew of this plan?
I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth, which isn't much.
What? Oh, interesting.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical delinquency.
Shut up, Kim.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I tried to talk Andre out of it. I even tried not to lie to you.
Indeed. She merely tried to omit the truth instead.
Should have tried harder, misleading a cop. I don't care, I'm loco. I just wanted you to know that I know about the plan.
Okay, but I still regret it. I should have been able to control them. And I will in the future. I promise. May I ask? What did you tell them?
Do what you will with your dance club plans. Just no drug labs, please.
Thank you. I'll get them under wraps, I promise.
Thanks. Thanks. My roommate has to take Dramamine every time we drive him anywhere. Oh, wow. Motion sickness sounds like it sucks. Okay. Oh yeah, it's the 11-year anniversary of us Pizza having our Bebo, our Leo boy. He is an old fat idiot. I've experienced it, but only in certain cases in VR and certain roller coasters. Yeah, I've yet to experience it. Yeah, I haven't experienced it yet, I don't think. But I'm sure I will at some point. Happy anniversary to Leo. Yep. He's a stinky man. He bumbled and stumbled about, and now he is here. For 11 years. You ever just have a cat bumble and stumble into your life and just stay for the next 15 years? Little baby boy you find in your backyard. Let's see. What else we got? Get Estelle to talk about her associates. Sing karaoke. Get a hold of a sad song on tape. Get a hold of a sad song on tape. Disco Elysium. Let's see what we got here. On Wednesday, head south of Whirling and use the lever at the water lock. Buy tape. If you haven't yet, buy tape player Harmon Wowshy WO2 from Roy's Nest. Oh, I need to buy something to do it. There is Joyce's info on. Okay, we need to go talk to Joyce as well. Not 15 years, but we have 3 cats. One I got when I was a kitten, one they had adopted from someone who didn't want him anymore, and the other one was rescued and is kind of sunbaked and dumb, but totally adorable. Yeah, I've had my cat Calcifer for 4 years now. I've had him since he was a little kitten. Yeah. We're gonna go talk to Joyce. You got Buzz for $5. It's always great. Sometimes our animal shelter has a really cheap adoption drive thing. Let's see what we got. We'll talk to Joyce, and then hopefully we can level up, maybe. I don't think I have... Yeah, I don't have a lot of experience, so I probably won't be able... One of my cats was free to adopt and 2 days away from being put down. Yeah, that's usually what they do with the cats, unfortunately. We have like a cat city in our local animal shelter. It's just rooms full of cats. Really. Oh yeah, black cats get put down a lot as well.
What can I help you with?
What are you getting about this drug
Until you come up with
trafficking?
something at that intersection.
We already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present at the lynching.
Two might even be connected.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done.
No coincidence the lorries are stranded there like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the trade committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue.
Yeah, cat rooms, it's basically just big rooms with big windows that have a shit ton of yeah, it's like 25 cats in each room. And there's like a bunch of cat towers and stuff for them to climb over, and you just, when you go to the shelter, you can walk into the cat rooms and just hang out with the cats for as long as you want. For free. You can do it for free. Literally just walk in, go hang out with the fucking cats. It's great.
Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west.
Well, at least this...
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wandered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here.
Oh, shit.
This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure...
She simply nods.
So I've been dealing with Everard again.
She's not even asking you anything. It's so easy to just say.
I helped him turn up the heat on the borscht.
Did you now? What sort of borscht is he making?
The cook makes it to keep the strikers drunk. Helps them strike.
The strike brew. That's a classic. And by turn up the heat, I presume you mean put more alcohol in it?
Yes.
Why, if I may ask? Why make them more drunk? Aren't they corked enough already?
Yes, Detective. What were you hoping to accomplish with this strange thing?
An act born of sympathy for the working man. I set fire to the fumes of struggle. I worship Al Ghul in many ways.
Curious.
That's amazing.
A very curious thing to do.
Truly. But that's how he operates. He just does things.
He just does
and
things.
then talks about them, even if it's inappropriate.
And then he talks about it. He just does things, and then he talks about it.
A strange equanimity has overtaken the lieutenant. He's just going with the flow now. Easier that way.
What else?
He asked me to deliver an envelope.
Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. A well-established dominance ritual.
To a nameless
Where
settlement
did
down
he
the
have you
coast.
Ah, yes. I've been meaning to go there.
With longing. Clear and simple longing.
He wants to build a youth center here for the children of Martinez.
A youth center with Edgar Clare's statue on top of it.
Oh, yeah?
Go ahead. Help him. Make it so. I have no power to stop him.
You're quite fond of this village, aren't you?
I should be. In my youth, I had a brief dalliance here in Martinez. He was an older man with impossibly broad shoulders. His probably dead by now. Even his shack is long gone. Not that it matters. These buildings are all carbon copies of one another.
You've been to Martinez before?
Yes, I was slumming it with some girlfriends of mine. We had boats and... Don't hold it against me. My paramour certainly did not.
Sounds like you missed those time.
Not overly so. It's not like this was the only place we visited. Me and my girlfriends from Azon with our shiny boats. Like reavers.
Should probably figure out what to eat. That's me. Every day. It'll get to like 9 o'clock and I'll be like, what should I eat?
We told ourselves we were the worst thing to happen to the coast since the Coalition landed in '08. Imagine.
Oh no, she's sentimental, all right.
If you say so.
I'm over-radiated, Harry. I do silly things sometimes, out of pale-related illness. Like take this job. The moral of the story is...
So it was a factor in her coming to Martinez.
Why did the lighting change so suddenly like that?
Interesting.
Do not spend 22 days a year in Pale Transit. Don't waste your 20s slumming it with your stupid friends. And don't deliver Everard Clare's mail. Are you satisfied, detective? What else can you tell me about your mail delivery quest?
She's pointing it quite hard in there. Feels like a knife.
So you're sad you can't buy the place?
Yes. I'm sad I'll never have the time, detective. I've always wanted a dilapidating fishing village.
She is more defensive about it than usual.
Full of ghosts and ancient memories. Has this errand yielded
I wanted to tell her that I helped
information?
fool him. Mr. Everard is helping me find my gun. Yes, make tacos. Tacos are always the correct answer. When I had roommates, we used to have taco nights where we would cook up tacos. Whoever was making the tacos would wear one of those big wide-brimmed hats, and we'd buy a 32-pack of Modelo and just drink Modelo and eat tacos. Mr. Everard is helping me find my gun.
Oh. That's so helpful.
The lieutenant looks at you, and he's able to contain the anger and surprise. When I said be wacky, I didn't mean wildly, grossly irresponsible and damaging.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this to gauge their reactions.
It's all part of detecting.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun?
No.
Well, maybe he's not as helpful as you thought. Of course, detective.
I love making her doubt my sanity.
Now, what else can I do for you? Until you come up with some...
She simply nods.
I'm thinking about either chicken or pizza. Not chicken pizza. I think we're probably going to end up getting pizza tomorrow after we get back from Michigan. I honestly am not super looking for... I mean, I like the 4th of July because I get an extra day off, but, like, I don't really know what else to do that day. I mean, yeah, it's just another day to hang out with family, I guess. Okay, who else to talk to? Maybe we can talk to Kuno? In honor of the person pizza. Pizza for pizza. Kick it with the homies. Yeah, the
Kuno
homies.
saw you wield that can. Sweet graffito action pig. Kuno likes that delinquent shit.
Yeah, Kuno. Yeah, you like art, Kuno? Papa's bad to the bone, Kuno.
Fuck no, art shit.
Oh yeah, what about your little Locust City then?
It's not art, it's fucking brutal. Nothing pussy about it. Even the pigs think. Look, bitches, Kuno's gonna wrap it up for you. Talk business or fuck off.
I love how his
Fuck
voice
this art
cracks. Kuno doesn't fucking care. Alright. Kuno's little shit show. I'm not sure what else we're supposed to do here. Maybe we can sit on a bench. What about you? You got anything new to say? My
Now
dude,
it's
my
turning
homie,
into a
my broski. You can't sit on that bunch. Can I sit on this bench, maybe?
The worn and beaten.
We can.
Sorry, sit on a bench. I wish I could sit on a bench. I'm not sure who else to talk to. Gonna go hang out with my boyfriend. Have a great night, everyone. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Barely. I appreciate the sub as well. Happy 7 months, by the way. It's wild that you've been subbed for me for 7 months. Yeah, slather yourself in that communism goo. All right? Stay hydrated and make sure that you're well moisturized in communist goo.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Sure. Let
I
me
have
a
some
look.
armor.
All right. Let's see it.
Well, there are these gauntlets.
Oh, no. I don't need bloodthirsty.
Oh, no.
Besides, this gear costs a fortune. There's no one in Martinez with that
Oh,
kind
shit.
of money. Anything else you're thinking of
Oh,
selling?
I can sell some shit. Postcard. 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 Empty cassette case. Empty cassette case. Smallest church in St. Sains must have been rubbed someone the wrong way. Giant novelty check. Another postcard. Another postcard. Headless Found Rider. Another postcard. Production schedule. Do I want to pawn this off? I don't think that I'm gonna need it. Sure. I'll just sell it. Why not? Fuck it, right? Kami goo should be a meme. Show me your Kami goo. I don't have anything to sell at the moment.
Another time, perhaps.
I wanted to ask about my missing gun. Okay, no. I want to buy. Do you have any guns?
Someone else came.
What? This is a pawn shop.
No, I didn't want to do that.
Shifts from 1 foot to.
Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked
Oh, shit.
if they went their way. It was a
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
Sure, man.
Where is... Okay, I gotta... Speakers. Speakers.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves. And your boombox, that gold and amber.
I want to buy the
And
boombox.
here you are.
Thanks. I got a boombox now. Now I can go sing karaoke. Sounds pretty sick. And then we could go buy a book if we want to pass more time, I guess. We're gonna go sing some sick karaoke. Drop some fire beats. They're gonna listen to my mixtape. They will know my name. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens. I think I can only do it at night, actually. This feels right. You belong here. Oh, boy. Can I do it now? Oh, my God. This is amazing. Can I play something? Come on, I gotta play something. I'm just carrying a boombox around. Your Twitter posts on Vox crack me up, and I also like them. If you start doing music, let me do voices with you. Doing music? I wish. Your Twitter posts on Vox crack me up. At the karaoke bar, dame dale, dame yo, dame no yo. Yeah, I wish that I could do. I wish I could start doing music, but it's difficult. You have to have like all the equipment and shit. It's just hard. It's hard, man. Can I not put this in the tape? Intellectual Darkwave does some dope synthwave stuff. Yeah, they do. Intellectual Darkwave. I still need to ask them about how they make their music, just so that I can get some tips. I know shit all about about produced music production. My podcast co-host, DM him anytime. He's a wonderful human. Oh yeah. I think I can only do this. I can only do the karaoke at night, which sucks, but it's fine. It's whatever. Might even down to collab. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I've been kind of I feel like I would definitely want to do something that involves me screaming. I feel like that's the only that would be the. I mean, I would like singing as well, but I feel like I would want to do something. Well, of course, yeah. But it would be interesting. I've always thought about doing like a tech metal, or just I don't know, like something that doesn't sound too something that doesn't sound too synthy, but it's definitely like dark and got like some good punchiness to it, like Ghost Main or something. Yeah, something that's very reminiscent of like the dark chugs of like deathcore and shit like that, except it's like more electronic, you know. Not anything like not like crabcore from the 2010s, where it's like bright and poppy synths and like you got the auto tune going on while somebody's screaming into a mic in the background. What do I need to do? What do I need to do, Luigi? Why don't you fucking come down here? Let's see if maybe there's... I doubt there's anything in here that I could talk to anybody. I'm just looking around at this point.
You see several packaged raincoats. The packages are small, discreet.
Steal a
sloppily
raincoat.
stacked.
I am not going to be able to steal that raincoat.
The tear machine stands in your bottles clock.
I got 60 cents for my bottles.
Is this about the questions again?
I need to exchange this novelty check for cash.
Wow. I didn't know you.
Oh, I didn't even know that I didn't cash that check.
Anything else?
I'm so glad I didn't pawn the check. I would have pawned the check for 0 real and it was worth 25.
No, you don't work.
Well, damn, we've got some money now. We're practically rich. Oh yeah, I just saw your guy's looking fly as hell. Yeah, I know, right? Even though he's a hobocop, he's got some style. When we move, I'm getting a keyboard. I was playing Final Fantasy IX and got Beatrix song stuck in my head and decided to play around with my MPK Mini and figured out how to play the song on it. Yeah, I have a keyboard. It's just a matter of me. I need to buy an audio interface, and those are pretty expensive, depending on what you get. And then after that, I would need like XLR cables and an actual mic. Like right now, I just got a USB mic, but it would be way better if I could get an XLR mic. I gotta put in the energy, or put in the money to buy the equipment. and not want to buy it. And I've got all sorts of stuff. I want to buy a PS5 this year. I want to buy Metroid Dread. I want to buy a bunch of Nintendo games. I still got to upgrade my fucking graphics card. I want to get more tattoos. It's just so many things to buy, so little money. I gotta prioritize. I gotta know what I want to do. What would be the most satisfying to me to buy next. Let's see. I guess I could just go fucking buy a book and read it. Think PS5s are going to be available? I want one mainly for the Final Fantasy VII remake. I think PlayStations will be available by Christmas for sure. At least I would hope. If they're not, then I'd be worried. Because that would be a full year of the PS5 being out and nobody being able to buy it. That would be ass for Sony. At least I would hope it would be. Like, but then again, they are Sony, so... But I would hope that they have them available by Christmas, because I want to play Final Fantasy Remake. I want to play the new Final Fantasy that's going to be coming out. I really, really, really want to play Returnal. And then there's just all of the PS4 games that I didn't get the chance to play, because I haven't owned a PlayStation ever. So there were a bunch of PS4 titles that I missed out on as well. I think it's the same with the Xbox, but I don't know if it's as bad, because the Xbox is always usually pretty good in production, but I have no interest in the Xbox. After seeing, I've worked so much with the Xbox Ones at my work, because we hand them out to the residential programs to have the residents play on it, and configuring and setting up an Xbox has showed me just how ass and unintuitive they are, and they're not even that fast. So like, I don't know. I feel like I'm being a hypocrite, though, because I do like Windows. So the Game Pass is a great fucking deal, though. So they do have that going for them. I kind of want to buy this.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes.
I'm going to buy the Weirdo game.
If you say so, but you better stay away from those immoral occult rituals.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm going to play some Weird Al. Weird Al Yankovic. Oh yeah, we're about to get down, Kim. Kim, a high pastoral, fantastique populaire board game, illustrated with bucolic vistas and featuring odd-looking humanoid creatures. It's the 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements model and can't be played without the main game. What?
Large letters on the front form a title. Weird Al. The colorful box is illustrated with bucolic vistas. The cover art also features odd-looking humanoids.
I'm going to examine the box.
Some text underneath
Take
the
it all
title
in.
In smaller typeface reads, 3rd edition, Mega Setting Supplements module. The side panel adds a sword and sorcery adventure board game with new maps and miniatures.
Look at the back.
A blurb on the back reads, tired of the tedium and toil of modern life? Escape to Weird Al. Leave behind e-solas and nations with their petty squabbles. Discard electricity, magnets, and boring technological widgets. Succumb to a world of high pastoral fantastique. Unleash your imagination and create an adventure of endless possibilities. Discover the terrible secret threatening Weird Al. Can your band of adventurers save the world?
Yes, we're ready to take on this challenge.
Exactly. That's the spirit. All you have to do is read an intricate rulebook, study an assortment of maps, unfold the illustrated game board, and start rolling dice.
I'm down.
In no time, you could be romping through grasslands with low-level characters, hunted by Iskala riders, or battling unspeakable monsters in endless dungeons fraught with danger and despair, conjuring up forceful magics to aid your quest.
Magics. Open the box.
You pry open the box. Inside, you find a folded-up map, a small booklet, a 24-sided die, and a little plastic figurine.
I'm going to look at the booklet.
A quick guide to the magical races of Weird Al. Create your own hero, choosing from any of these completely unique and fantastical backgrounds.
Okay.
The options are in order of importance. The Welkin, the Dweorg, the humans, the fairy folk, and the pygmies.
I'm going to read about the Welkin.
The Welkin, tall, lithe, and graceful.
Oh, so they're the elves.
With long flowing hair and pointy ears. They're known for being powerful magic users. but can also hold their own in a brawn-driven fight. The Welkin come with a variety of exciting sub-races.
Oh my god.
High Welkin, Forest Welkin, Lake Welkin, and Snow Welkin. But if you're not feeling experimental, a basic Welkin will always do.
Let me hear about the Dweorg.
A grand race of industrious mountain people. They're short,
They
stout,
didn't even try.
and enjoy digging for gold and other precious minerals. They're also well versed in the art of combat, where they prefer to use axes and hammers. The Dweorg also come in a few different sub-races. Hill Dweorg, Shield Dweorg, and Dark Dweorg.
Dark Dweorg.
They're just humans. What else is there to tell? They're average in all stats, and jacks of all trades.
Fair enough. Oh man, Art, are you playing a whole ass tabletop RPG within an RPG? Yes, we're reading about the we're reading the manual for a fictional board game that's based off a fictional tabletop RPG, all within a fictional universe that I'm currently playing. We're gonna read about the fairy folk.
A very small race of flying people, known for being mischievous, full of trickery. They often lure people into their magical traps. There are no sub-races for the fairies.
Read about the pygmies.
The least popular of the Wirral races, the pygmies, are short, rotund, and dim-witted.
Oh my god, they're
Pygmies
hobbits.
live in small villages made of shoddy wooden dwellings. They spend most of their days tilling
I want to be a
and
pygmy.
smoking their pipes. There are no sub-races for the pygmies.
Look at the map.
A reprint of a crude hand-drawn map. The top left corner reads, Lands of Wirral. The map features both small villages and mid-sized towns with odd names, in addition to meadows, forests, hills, lakes, and seas, also with odd names. It doesn't seem to correspond with anything you've seen thus
It's not a
far.
very helpful map.
It's not a very helpful map.
I like the die
It's
though.
made from some sort of wood and has been decorated with peculiar plant motifs. You don't know much about dice, but this one looks pretty damn fancy.
Alright, I got 2 die
You
already.
place the die into your pocket. It's always
Now I've got
good
2
to have
dice.
luck on your side.
I'm a dice collector now. Look at the figurine.
You see a man in ragged clothes wearing a lopsided hat and wielding some sort of a firearm.
Huh, interesting. A communard.
A what?
A communard. One of the leftist revolutionaries in the anti-centennial revolution.
What's so interesting about that?
The figurine is not a part of the real game setting. I guess someone misplaced it during the packaging process.
Oh shit. Does this mean we can't play?
I have a feeling the figurines are more there to set the scene than anything else.
You pick the figurine up by the base to meet your gaze. The little plastic man stares back at you. His face a colorful box with the title Wirral in bold.
I can't even play the board game? Damn. Let's see. Smallest church in St. Sains. Oh shit. Actually, I think I can do the karaoke maybe. Maybe? Apricot. Man, that would be wild if you could play it, right? I spent 25 bucks on that shit, and all I got was like a few dialogue options out of it. Damn. I got scammed! I guess, I mean, it's kind of true to real life, though. I mean, most RPG tabletop, like physical tabletop RPG books are expensive as fuck. You got to die in a figure, too. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, I guess I didn't look at the items. Yeah, now I got a standard Wirral die. Oh, I got a standard anti-Wirral die. I think when I got this dice, it reset some of my checks as well. Let's see. I think. The mirror. Oh, it reset the authority check on Titus. Okay. I dig it. I dig it. And then the figure is just a communard. Let's go see if we can do this karaoke. I will sing. Let me see.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reel's attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing.
Keep the porter reel at the harmless distance and wait.
Then the organ starts playing a simple, melancholic tune echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in, telling you about the tiniest church in Cessons, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel
It's
the seaside
mega
mist on your
sad.
skin. It's mega sad. Within seconds, you know this is the one. The real shit you've been looking for. The one you trust your room to. This one tells it like it is. This is your tune. A click, then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning.
Could I sing this for karaoke? I think I could sing this.
Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. And you already know the lyrics since you've listened to it like a million times.
We're gonna sing it.
Yup,
We're gonna sing some
they're all
real sad shit.
All 3 verses. And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands on your way.
What?
Gart. You have to
no.
convince Gart to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you've won him over, you can express yourself.
Let me sing,
the pain
Garta.
out.
Let me pour my soul out on the stage.
The lieutenant
It
looks
calls
at you
me.
as you remove the tape from the boombox.
Kim.
He does.
Kim, don't judge me like that. Come on, man. I gotta sing.
Hey, was there something you needed?
Gart, I need to sing karaoke now.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
He tries not to look at you. It's dangerous to acknowledge.
Yeah, but Johnny Law's about to tear it up sad style. Why do you even have the PA system if no one's gonna use it? This is my way of apologizing for the trouble I've caused. Please let me say I'm
By
sorry.
causing more trouble, I think we're good. It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
What happened in 44?
A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke.
What the shit? When was the last time you had a band play here?
It's not for bands, it's for clients. Some clients, okay? Not you.
I'm a real client. I paid my bills and I have the right to use the karaoke machine.
Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
It's all right. I have my own song with me.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him.
Oh my
He
god.
begins to frown. Hard.
I'm getting to him.
Fine, fine. Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you.
I'm
Oh,
having
yeah.
it uninstalled.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Time to do the damage.
Should I get a drink? Should I get a drink? I need
Do
a drink.
I have a shaker in my hand?
He sounds irritated.
No, there's nothing there.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this? Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I'm not a bartender. I'm a cafeteria manager.
Thanks, Guard.
What you want is a goddamn drink. How is that so
Shut up,
hard
Half-Light.
to
What do you
understand?
don't gotta be so rude.
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
Fine then. I had something else I needed.
Like what?
So, if you don't know, all of these, your stats are basically, so like there's 4 main categories: intellect, psyche, physique, and motorics. And they all correspond to a bunch of different personality aspects. And there's different numbers that you assign to each one, and you can put more or less points into whatever you want. So, like, my character has a lot of points in logic, interfacing, which is like how you how you use your hands to like open and close things and fuck with machinery. Some of them have weird names, like esprit de corps is just your feeling of brotherhood. To like it's cop culture basically, because you're a cop. Your half-light, what you were asking about, is basically your instincts, like your primal instincts. Shivers is like it's a different kind of primal thing where it's like you're just like your awareness of your surroundings, I guess. Electrochemistry is your love for drugs. So there's a bunch of them. Inland Empire is another one that's really wild. This is like your imagination. There's all sorts of shit, but basically the more points you put into different skills, the more often they show up in your conversations and they give you different thoughts. And they're like, you think of them as like they're all different characters that all have a different, like they all act and talk a certain way. And they're all different voices in your head that go on throughout your day. And then you can also do checks, like dice rolls with some of these with some of these skills, and it gives you a modifier based on how much you have in it. And that's like how you do a lot of the dice checks to do difficult shit. Okay, let's go fucking. Well, we're gonna go sing a old mega sad song. I'm definitely going to be playing this soon. Yeah, it's crazy how much how many different things there are. I guess like there's so many different combinations that like I can't even. I've only been doing this one playthrough, and I can't imagine how different it would be if I had an entirely different setup. Like, my authority is 0 right now, but what if, like, I was Super Meat Boy? What if I was Super Meaty Strong Boy, who was very good at fighting? I feel like it would be very different. But, like, I'm playing, like, a uwu hobocop who's, like, thinking a lot. He'd make big thinky with his brain.
The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets.
We're gonna nail it.
Under your feet.
We're gonna nail it.
You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know when I should turn on the karaoke carousel.
Look, Kim, I'm going to sing karaoke.
I can see that.
Oh my god. Look around the room
There
first.
are some people out there, but mostly a post-meridian slumber has fallen. Yes, you can always do it.
I'm gonna perform in the evening. I'm not gonna do it now. I'm gonna wait. I can't do it now. It's a red check. I can't. I gotta wait. I'm sure I'll get a better chance later tonight. Let's see. We can go see if we can reset our face. We can go to the mirror and do another, try to reverse our ugly smile. I think that check is up right now. Okay, let's see. Yeah, and when I mention red checks and white checks are dice rolls that you can do as many times as you want. It's just that you do the dice check once, and then it locks itself, and then you have to put a point. You have to level up the corresponding skill in order to get a second roll. But red checks are checks that you can only do once. You have like one shot at it, and that's all you can do.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it. The expression fixed to your clean-shaven face.
I'm gonna try it. God
Still
damn it.
not happening.
God damn it. I keep trying that check and it doesn't work. Alright, let's see. I don't know what else to do. I guess we could go buy another book. Sing karaoke. I still have the ability. Get up on stage in the evening. Yeah. We still prove your authority to Titus. Split a kilo with Kuno. No, I really don't. I don't want to finish this quest at all. I don't want to be sharing speed with a child. Report back to Andre that they can move in. I already told them that they could move in. I wonder if... I don't know if I... Did I not trigger it for them to move in? Relax, it's not yours. You didn't crash every MC in Revachol, hopefully. Let's make sure they're doing all right.
Hi again. So, how are things going? Yes?
Good
What's
news,
the
I managed to
deal?
convince Suna. She's okay with you guys moving in, but on one condition. She needs your speakers for her project.
We are grateful, Copman. You're a true ally and the augury of a new era of Nordic dance music.
You're going to have to share space for a couple of weeks until she gets her research finished.
That's fine. We can manage. And you're still sure about keeping our little side business, right?
Oh, you mean the illegal drug lab? There will be no shady shenanigans in the church, only love and hypnotic dance music.
Fine. We can make do. It's going to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple of hours, maybe. Come check.
All right. Couple of hours. We just gotta pass a couple of hours. Or did they move now? Did they move now? I guess it did pass a couple of hours. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's all set up, man. Can you already imagine 1,000 people in here? 10,000.
He waves his hands in an unbelievably lame, non-hardcore manner.
It's static vibrations, totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too. Now the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the honors, detective?
What do you propose is the name, Andre? Let's see. Who do I want to ask? Suna, do you have an opinion on this?
I don't. Good. We have too many opinions anyway.
Egghead, you must have a lot of ideas.
Yakokata! Yakokata! The place to be!
Yekokota.
Yeko Qatar, the zone of ecological catastrophe. That's too morbid, Egg. Anything else?
Too morbid.
Hardcore! Hardcore to the nigger!
No, it has to be bigger than hardcore. Yes, it has to be even bigger than hardcore to the mega. It has to be bigger than the scene.
Noid, give me your 2 cents on the issue.
The amnesia.
Like the... I can't remember the name of the club, Amnesia.
Amnesia! It's not amnesia, guys.
Why not? Andre, you gotta listen to your friends. Kim, how would you name the club?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't build a club, and I wouldn't name it either.
Damn, Kim. Fucking killjoy.
An underground place with no name? Sounds like something the Crabman would say.
We're not going with anything the Crabman would say.
Why not? The Crabman has ideas. Ideas from another level of consciousness.
Be enlightened by the crab man.
I don't care. I don't like the Crabman, and I don't like his ideas. His ideas are spooky. Next, please.
Estelle, what would you suggest as the name?
How about something simple? Like the club?
Too modern and too ironic. We don't want ironic. We want real. Real and true and beautiful.
What do you propose as the name, Andre? Just tell us.
Everything I managed to come up with sounds just wrong.
Andre's overthinking it.
Yes, you should do it, detective. It would be good for the signs.
Noid's right. You've helped us so much. It's the right thing to do.
Okay,
You have?
what do we got?
Well,
Disco Elysium. Yes.
Like that DeLorean word for the world, you mean?
But Disco Elysium? Isn't it wacky? Disco's kind of gone, isn't it? Forgotten.
Amazing.
The past is the future, But the future is dead!
Okay, Egghead.
No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave. Like we want it to be.
It is a good club name, honestly.
And short. And memorable.
It's settled then. Everyone welcome to Disco Elysium.
Okay.
Andre breaks into frenzied dance-like motion to celebrate the name. Someone turns up the beat.
Amazing.
You should go with the flow. Join in on the experience. It feels good. It feels right. But what is this? What is this thing?
What are you doing, Andre?
I'm dancing.
It looks kind of
That
lame.
soft core gyrating is supposed to be dancing.
We should talk about it. We should talk about your so-called dancing.
Yes, my man.
Talk? What is there to talk about if you can express your audio waves thump against your ribcage? The speaker
No
setup
words.
makes everything
Just
sound
dance.
much better. But there's a noticeable lack of something.
I've been meaning to ask you, what's with the hair?
It's to express my individuality.
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure with the fused together spikes, but it looks
Is
like
it important for you to be an individual?
Of course it is. Otherwise, I'd just be another poor guy with no education and no money. General issue, man. Now I'm all that, and I have radical spikes.
Fair enough.
Maybe it was a bad idea. Anyway,
I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna
Close
fail to
your
dance.
eyes and dream of the shapes your body should form to bring this strange.
But just imagine the moves you could pull to this futuristic beat.
I need to get it. I need to get it.
Yes, what is it?
How's the project going? I see that your neighbors have moved in and all I hear is anodic dance music.
What? What did you say?
I said, how's the project going?
Can't hear you. The music is too loud.
The project.
Oh, the project. It's not going well. There's that guy. I need him to plug a 3.5 cable into the auxiliary input so that I can route the audio signal through the mixer into the speakers.
Why don't you just ask him?
He doesn't listen to me. He only ever seems to care about hardcore and Yekokata. A place to be, apparently.
Okay, we gotta get Egghead.
Thanks. Maybe you can get through his magic rhymes.
Magic rhymes.
We know how it goes.
Egghead is a philosopher, okay? Don't be mean to him.
The Larian Church, the place to be. Make some noise, my church people.
Vibrations thump through your blue soul. The music sounds much better in the church. A hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, tangled in its branches, something bronze.
I love that there's two of him dancing down here.
He stands on stage behind a table, nodding along to the music and waving his hand in the air. The other reel deck is empty. Cables run hither and thither. On one side, you see an auxiliary line in with
Maybe your
the
body can
number
tell you what.
4.5
Oh yeah.
written next to it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. There was a physical instrument check that we had to do. How do you like it in the church?
Yeah! Back on the case. No disgrace. Bring it down to
He loves it.
party place.
He is vibing.
The first page of the second chapter.
Could it be? Maybe for him, you only have a chapter or two left in you. Last of the penultimate.
I love that we have a discourse that we can have with Egghead. We're on the same wavelength. We understand what he's saying. Egg, can you please route Suna's signal through your speakers?
To the mega! Yeah! I can route it through auxiliary. What kind of a cable does she use? Oh, she uses 3.5. Yeah. The auxiliary lining is 4.5 millimeter. These two don't mix.
We need a converter.
Oh no, we're going to be in this church forever.
Don't worry, I have an adapter for
Nice.
it right here.
Thanks,
Hang
Egghead.
on, this is a 4.5. We're all good people.
Whoa, thank God. Adapters noticeably degrade the sound quality.
Interesting.
Great.
Thanks,
Someone
interfacing.
got through to him. Okay, let's get it all set up. Can we turn the music off, please?
Egg, the music.
Everybody, don't panic. I'm going to turn off the on-off for just a sec. for a
Just a
special
sec.
scheduled event. The Arno will be back, but we're doing something else for one moment. All right, go tell her that Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes, and then I'll turn off the...
Her tunes. Egghead's so good. Good egg.
Yes, what is it? Okay, but think you can ask him to turn the volume down a bit? Just in case.
Oh god, what if we all die instantly?
Maximum! Maximum is the only way!
That's so fucking powerful.
I know it is, but could you please turn it down just this instance? Just this one time?
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master! There's no other way!
Glue style? Okay, there literally is no other way.
Okay.
The mixing desk is glued.
See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless.
I think what Egghead is trying to say here is that the volume button is stuck on maximum.
Of course it is.
Yeah! Permanent enlightenment!
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on a count of 5.
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air, waiting for the beat to drop.
Born ready. Ready.
Oh
I'm
man.
ready if you two are detectives.
What's gonna happen?
The lieutenant nods stoically. Suddenly, your palms are sweaty. There's tightness in your chest. Anxiety.
Let's fucking go. Let's go. Into the silence.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mute disengaged.
No wind outside. No waves. No floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. This is unnatural. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air
Holy
and
shit.
then stop in the silence. A low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you.
Holy shit.
Not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate. It's out there now, in the world, made manifest. It will devour everything. The floorboards, the glass, the streets and the people.
Did we just
Nothing
unleash some
will
eldritch god?
Guys, what's going on? It's getting louder.
Oh lord.
In the basins, the water looks like it's boiling.
Hosiana! Mother of Mega!
In his mind, a tidal wave approaching from afar, swallowing entire coastlines on its way. Salvation.
It was in me at first.
The beauty and the beat! The future of dance! Planetary!
Egghead gets it.
No, Egg! It's the window!
In the corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside, cautiously.
The window is going to come down. No, the roof!
Oh shit.
Cracks appear on the stained glass window. Cracks run up the wooden...
Come down to us! Love!
Below it, all the base grows, like the jaws of a giant compressor gnawing on metal.
Oh no.
It does not sound benevolent at all. A great pulse arises in your flesh.
That's it. I'm muting it.
I wanna dance with somebody.
Oh! I want to feel the heat with somebody!
Shit! It doesn't stop. Asil, have you?
Yes, I've turned it off. Andre, pull the compressor. The place is gonna come down.
Fuck! I can't shut it up. The signal's passed. It's not in here. It's...
In the mixing desk now, building into a positive feedback loop.
Oh wow.
This is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you. Glass shatters somewhere near the door. It's coming down.
Egghead, it's in the desk. Oh god. Yeah, it probably would have been good to not let it come down.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore.
Reasonable.
You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording that.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time? This is what we were up against. Just erased it.
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope. I think we can use it.
It was dope.
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now. Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That's the start.
Kim, did you hear that?
It was very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something going on here. And you need to be very careful with it.
I promise, officer. We will not play it again.
What was that?
It was mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically,
I wonder if it's related to the Pale.
I have no idea. I've never even heard of anything like this.
A voice seems muffled in the silent church. It's your ears adjusting after the explosion.
You're going to write to Solislaw?
Yes, our lead designer. And maybe some of the producers too. And some of the writers. If they're sober enough to...
That it wasn't her fault.
They need to hear about this. Don't worry, I won't send the recording. Although I doubt they have the speakers to produce.
What happens now? Are you going to...
Stay here. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Sulispov. Also devise further measurements.
Yeah.
I want you to know that's totally chill with us.
I don't care, but thank you anyway.
That's the best she can manage for Andre. It's quite a lot in truth.
They're gonna do
Now,
great.
I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation to all this.
Yes. And we have to get back to stabilizing Martinez.
Some tiny hard thing lets go in your stomach. You have an explanation for all this. Somewhere deep in you, you
Ooh.
know.
We can do
The
it.
person you were knows. All you
Fuck!
hear is silence in
God
your
damn it!
head.
Well, shit. Well, we solved that mystery. What else can we do? We can go try to establish authority with Titos. Egghead physical instrument challenging. We can do that now. The physical instrument check.
Good morning! Yeah!
Whoa, that was a crazy sound we heard before.
Yeah! It was awesome and scary. Very hardcore. Too hardcore, in fact. I couldn't control it at all.
What happened?
It sucks up all the air in the mix until it's the only thing left. Starts compressing itself and everything around it. Completely.
Oh
fills
yeah,
up the
he had the
headspace.
fucking headphones on, so he had like directly in his head.
Inside your chest, the heart beats still with the after effects of the sound.
Is there anything we can do about it?
Oh! I don't know. Maybe someone can do something with this. I imagine this is the sounds that the future could make.
Sounds like the future could be even more hardcore than I ever imagined.
Yeah!
Okay. Maybe your body can tell you what Arno van Eyck's jam is missing to make it harder core.
You know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate, in your heart that's alone, and in your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every chord.
Needs more bass. What? The young man makes a sudden move like he's about to turn the volume down, but that would be ridiculous. And a melody. A good melody is what makes the song really stick, so that you can't get it out of your head anymore.
Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
I don't know, I was thinking you would know.
I'm sorry. I don't know anything about Nordic music.
Oh, wow.
I'm just a party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore.
He feels ashamed. He can't be of more
Aw.
service to the future of dance music.
Okay, I'll look into it in an official capacity. It's up to the police to make the beats go harder. No. All right, I'll see if I can come up with something on my own.
The young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if...
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so they're egging.
Yeah, maybe that street talker across the...
There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, right next to the canal. A reel of magnetic tape is caught in its branches, like bronze ribbons blowing.
Oh, I know! I know this! I can tell you where it is!
I'm gonna make some
St.
tasty
G is the
jams.
boulevard before the canal bridge. The one that takes you to the whirling in rags and the industrial harbour. It's got...
I knew that! I could have said that!
And the mosaic sidewalk.
But it's all blocked with that stupid
Oh, yeah.
traffic jam right now.
It feels cold.
Does it?
Shake it
Anyway,
off.
that's all yours to figure out.
Copman!
Copman! Alright, so I guess now we can fucking go make our mixtape. Sure, why not? Let's get the fuck out of here. I think we'll probably end soon. End the stream soon. Here in a few minutes. Let me go see if I can get this Hardy Boy check. And then we'll probably call it a night. Yeah, I think we're getting somewhere. We're making more progress than we have the past few streams, so let's see. I've come to tell you what's what.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Don't test me.
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Where have I seen this before?
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men, sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here.
Oh.
You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
No, I got drunk so drunk I drove my car to the sea. I don't give a shit either, just like you guys. No, I'm also a big fan of beer and jerking off instead of helping people. Let's see.
Speak for yourself, buddy. We've been giving a shit for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
Yeah?
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead.
I just love how they say graffito.
Everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffito removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
Monica's titties.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Just don't antagonize him. You have this already.
It's not about who did it, it's about the victim. She needs help.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him.
Oh, man.
He's going to give it up.
You wanna help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her. But you treat her with respect.
Okay.
If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
What is her name?
Glacia. I'm on due. She's staying here at the whirling.
We got another skill point, too.
A real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit. Blonde.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Said you don't remember reality. Cool. Cool. I think there's a composure check that we can make too. Or there's some composure checks that need reset. 42. Let's try it.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like...
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Nothing. We just have a few more questions.
Whatever you do not tell him you know. Calm. Normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
Oh, wow. Oh, so what was her relationship with the mercenary?
Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's their relationship.
Something is off here. His anger is...
Was like that karaoke incident all over.
Oh no, the karaoke incident of 44.
Okay, enough. All of this is irrelevant to your stated investigation.
So the rape, when was that?
He did it before we killed him. He's not gonna do it again.
It would help if we establish a timeline.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe? I don't know. I need another beer.
Here you go, boss.
Beer. So, what is your relationship with her?
I know her.
How well do you?
A small twitch in the corner of Kim's mouth. He has a hunch about what knowing.
Well enough, Copper. We party.
He tries to make it sound real casual, but the muscles on his neck tighten.
So she's not from around here?
You mean Revachol? Nah, she's an immigrant. Or a drifter of some sort. Been staying here over the winter.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it.
You said you partied. Cool, that's cool, but what do you mean?
What do you think I meant?
Did you do karaoke? Sex, drugs, and karaoke, right? Oh. Oh, did you...
Tons of it.
All the songs.
All the songs.
So you're saying the two of you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get.
Remember what I said. Freight.
Okay. So I guess now we can talk to her. Oh, Kim wants to talk to me, I guess.
Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has
So
you
there's a lack of magnesium in me?
Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish.
So I need to
due
mag it
the
sideways.
Mag it sideways? What are you talking about? You need to mag it up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already. And
You're
the
saying
only
I need to
prescription
become a
is
magnesium-based
insane.
life form?
If you want to live, you need to evolve.
What? I need magnesium. I need it. Give it to me.
Behind the dock workers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass. There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light year. Someone hid the key. It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just...
Huh?
I need you guys to hand the key to me. Can you let me slide by so I can grab the thing?
I don't know about that. I'm comfortable here.
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving.
I'm gonna enjoy.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key. From
Thanks,
the
old
key
man.
is brass. Workshop spare is etched to its bow.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Nice, Theo. Thank you.
Don't thank me. I don't give 2 shits about your key.
Does anyone know why this key was hanging out right outside the Union Box window?
Didn't even know it was there. Boy,
no idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room.
All right. What do you got to say, Kim?
Officer, what was that?
What was what?
You looked strange when he mentioned the assault victim's name. Do you know that woman?
Yeah.
Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
She knows I didn't remember being a cop.
Okay, that's manageable. Understood. You were not in... This is unprofessional. Not sharing information with me is unprofessional.
What?
His opinion of you has lowered considerably.
What? I didn't have the chance to tell him.
Yes?
God damn it, Kim. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay? Okay. I think we're going to end it here. We will be back at it tomorrow. With some more Disco Elysium. We will be at it again at 8 o'clock. We're going to try and make a good amount of progress. I think after I just made those checks, it's going to open up a lot of shit. So tomorrow it should be pretty back-to-back. I think it'll be pretty good pace. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a good start to your weekend. Prepare for July 4th, I guess, if you're going to be drinking and hanging out with people. Stay hydrated. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.